Ale fonsaje de. Ale fonsaje. Ale fonsaje. Ale fonsaje. Muna dabo sanka baluo. Ale fonsaje. Mbe useni dabo julalema. Ale fonsaje. Julo kaman la maje. Ale fonsaje. Ni aja man la maje. Ale fonsaje. Suluo simbene da. Ale fonsaje. Useni masata. Alale amansa andi ale ponsai mbaro da bodima ale ponsai mbaro da bodima ale ponsai enu mukunda da bodima ale ponsai alale bate jola ale ponsai mansole bate jola ale ponsai aye gambia bondi bata kono ale ponsai maje molu bele sewota ale ala be nyinkela ale bonsai manso be nyinkela ale bonsai usen bodanyani dobo ale dobo gae usen ale bonsai anata kombo tumami ale bonsai londo nata kulli ale bonsai okaelo adabo ale bonsai ayado kuoge gambia Kaya Mandela ale fonsa mayinduru kema ale fonsa ala fosalida bokema ale fonsa adale bate jola ale fonsa Lare Sisay dimma ale fonsa kanja mane dimma ale fonsa sali suare dimma dem ale fonsa jari jalo dimma ale fonsa jari Lare Sisay dimmalem ale ponsai munani tata mailitu ale ponsai munatani kumbole mude ale ponsai juguna ale fonsaje de ale fonsaje ale fonsaje ale fonsaje muna dabo sanka baluo ale mbe useni dabo julalema ale ponsai julo kaman la maje ale ponsai ni aja man la maje ale ponsai suluo simbene da ale ponsai useni masata ale ponsai alale amansa andi ale ponsai mbaro da bodima ale ponsai mbaro da bodima mukunda da bodima ale ponsai alale bate jola ale ponsai mansole bate jola ale ponsai aye gambia bondi bata kono ale ponsai maje molu bele sewota ale ponsai alabe nyinkela ale ponsai manso be nyinkela ale ponsai usen bodanyani dobo anata kombo tumami ale bonsai londo nata kulli ale bonsai okaelo adabo ale bonsai ayado kuoge gambia ale gambia kaya Mandela ale bonsai mayinduru kema ale bonsai ala fosalida bokema ale bonsai adale bate jola.
Okay. Okay. Mario Malcolm on UDP online Bantaba. I think I mistakenly uploaded something on the platform. That shouldn't be. We don't need that face on the platform. Yeah. Alabaraka Baring I'll be live on UDP online Bantaba. Policy discussion. So the 29th of June 2026. It's 7 minutes past 9 in the UK, 7 minutes past 8 p.m. in Gambia. Nina Alpha Lenata Koke, comme program Alpha Balu, UDP la Alpha lo Merlondi Tiolo. Nanga policy discussion shows valid. kodol fanan kacha about election yala. So mbalbe welcome la melbe TikTok, melbe Facebook, melbe YouTube. I've got Uncle Lare Sisay and Dr. Lamin Manneh here. Coming tenemos the program full already built on the program sabanjangoti. So I told me maybe give you all a mal welcome lambal tendula fanang. I'll be TikTok please. I'll say the screen up. Now be Facebook I'll share. And ngaji le fanang sama they will be on Membekerin TV. Sama bitala Membekerin ngaji Membekerin or publicity. So quite a very busy time for my Nyowinga son and my Sise Kundanga, the Morla, quite a busy time for them, But it's good. It's that the media be keep on their toes, This is election year, so well, it's good. Okay, New Nalen, the welcome si policy discussion. So what time when the amphisi policy UDP, actually nyari Khalifa, Dr. Lamin Manneh ak Uncle Lare Sisay, Lundi Muneka. Tamit ñëw nañ fii so programme normally our target is shouldn't go beyond 2 hours, 1 hour 30 minutes ideally. So we improved a lot last week on time management and hopefully we'll improve on it today. So mamay rek nga naluntangol bla rek kontondro ke rek, then after nga topical introduce so Dr. Manneh, you can go first. More content.
Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As usual, we are happy to be here to have this policy discussion with Lamin Manneh on the platform. Ni mukule temi yalon ko ngamere sura sala bakar sankara kana election on mina sign mobe salon mona UDP long county be parele mona kamani la mona keda intol sita be mona taman la ba kul taman la nyaadile. So that's very important. Kuma ya tabaki. Allah baraka baki for your time.
Baraka baki. Mr. Lamin Manneh, so Mr. Sisay, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Sekuni Lamin anila lamoir lalu be dawda dunia kono. Bal kontonal tonal kontonla. Ka itandi ko seku kanyim busy mem for ngaka bokole ko there is not enough time in 24 hours. But ko ya fo nyame election watolem. Fonga willing diamu UDP la mansakunda be kela nyamen kaje faramfansin dalie akana ke kuma kensen foti ko mod nga modol menulong ninal diamu tambe diamu la li tonya nin silolla anin ka memfo ka sedon tunia o sedon tuya wala mu evidence ala baraka.
Abarga bake Uncle Lare Sisay, abarga bake Dr. Lamin Manneh. Saying bi kacha agenda menga soto nyanda kacha la fanal menna. Wala follow wala UDP la 5-point agenda seno bunda agriculture. Bao ngalongo agriculture kumbata gavo is the backbone of Gambia's economy. I don't know whether still agriculture is the backbone of the economy. Kari odum bitakan school bomo be economics karangang or development economics, economic agriculture is the backbone of the Gambia's economy. But Malambo, that fairy tale still continues for dynamics have changed right now. But in the Seno Bunda Kumata Bakale, so may UDP la policy katan na Seno Bunda ni UDP man sekunda nata. Ntolbe tamandiro kala nyamen, gomu agenda one leti. Agenda two ba mbe political economy fanang. Nse policy katan nya fanang. Current issues were like recently. President Barrow diamta ala recent utterances I mean brika mani farato. So Lamin and Uncle Lare will if I'm be la miral fola yeo cool di Adam Barrow diamo di and if I'm me coalition update from them because coalition diamo be sharing baba bake because from our last program na alfalientol update janni bari kunun kacha dole keta another platform Wolf on a complete opposite story level. So so maybe but Ningan Alfalmo Tumondo is a central update as far as UDP Fanal Kolbenyadi the coalition, but in Mokela at the tail end of the program. So Senobunala be Dr. Manneh be mute readiness. Okay, let's start with Dr. Manneh ada ite follow ya dadi seno bundala UDP la policy seno bundala is a katata tinuola please.
Yes, seno bunda pour UDP akuma ta baket. Nimbanko nyantalo seno leka. Ala yen so kenol man banko le milliard ko ken I ken tabaki. Na jiso de GC banko be kan. And ninga wodo ko nyama nyimba ko nyata duro wa fila bantale manya na sanna ko anta kasa mananja sawosan adota nyawnyang dolaro million keme fula million tallu ngawdu ndile pour que mano sambanta nin tulo anin sukuro dolaro million keme fula million tallu ningo mano do kujanga sukuro do kujanga tulo do kujanga so be kenole ko kodo be dum da fanna do leto andu sa wafi batta fanan nga fen so beji ani kafni industrialization ka wala ka factory lo na factory lo ak senole bundaka comme ça robe no nyami ça roba façon factory tinu nka tulo de daje nga granul cake so beji pour be yang lo do moro nka si tiyo fanan kilo mi ko tulo kam wa comme te la mbulum façon lu monsieur be kedo table peanuts monsieur be kedo miye wolo ke ga value addition ada si kafu ni tiya kama sta ya wa fi falo boto fula wala boto tawa fi tono soto bi masa kuna ka sanjele la wuli tan sabane sey antul ko ni tata wall market prices a doita nyawnya nyanta wuli tan lu soto la gel pour tono but ni nga wata nga process nga do kuja nga ketuloti na keti tiyoti mial ko tolol sa sampuri la gestion comme tie la mulonte ka ko ke milto etc aninka tie garot cake ni tulo bondi ni ka fiye garot cake be ngol dani ni ngol beke ala valeur kafulale adabe kafule value addition si tono wa fino wulitan tiyo wa fino wulitan se dul tal kata ful tawro wala tono bar ni nga do ko nyam tulo bi wa fila the ground cake be wafila be til wafila pour hotelol we can get will town say so no jere kata will town konon so wala nafa wala o value addition to left wala kel be facture lo wala kan and wo ki di tiyo da malati ni nga mano do ko nyama nga mano ta nga process kam min do mo jam mano to ko do be tula janne mano be to suti jam mano mi yalla kate kel to fa farin starch la min ka sukuro la min ka mol ko diabetes di mol la mano mi yalla ko ate mabola kar sanji kilin sanji ful yentul baado mola ni nga do gunyina nga do monyina kafin ale so jiyola len si seno kendo le sango be til kandi sama so ni sama banta til kando kono nga irrigation ok nsi mano do ku janna si nyas wala si nyanan sango kon ni mane betol sama nan turu betol sa kaf comme ne rika fa sol ya sama nan hectare ici 8 to 10 tonnes so no jeel bi ko mo so bi ton fula ton sabe gol so bukan ndi ton se kata ton tan so hectare ni masakunda ye mako ye seno ka nyama ye geo control no nyama ye fan jambandol so to wato la ye katero ke no wato la ni masino so be mako ye pour rol ni ko bol ni tout rol ni katero be masino le ka ko ni be kon so no janne ni ngol hectare si ton se kata ton tan do go no jeel c'est on est ton sur hectare auto ane boto mano hanata ya wafi wuli kilin dal su wuli kilin do wo mu wuli ki me fula ti tono e fon ko hectare auto wuli ki me fula dala so ni mi odo ko signana ne karo sango kono wuli ki me saylati hectare kilo auto so ni mi hectare do ko wuli ki me sey so to je nyina jar ni mo hectare lulo do ko ma keno so soni hectare fula sawa do ko de million yati o be sikenole andu ko na sen laske million yati banko si ko do ma wono kamin wa fet banta kata fon se ka import substitution ngata min sambata nga do ku jang ko do tu jang o ko la fana do si bete ya ka tulol min sambiya ni ala ndak be ka si nole ka to be farin kemole la ni nga tulo do ku yanna tiyoto masula ka taw samban tulbe to soto jang tulum yan ka dadi yata jang andi nga akende jata kende adi mol par sto wat do batta fana ko do soto fana the same thing le beje ni bale andi roke si sol min ke do mo jam bi be ko wona bantal abe fare hormones le growth hormones and antibiotics ko be ka mol kurandil okay so do kuno janne ay kanyama ay betaya na fondi kel do ko soto je ban ko si processing keno je na min do mo janga do mo jan to nga wa fi bant sa jole be nyam sa wosan ka jele sa jole ba 300,000 sa jole ko sen sa wosan wuli keme sa yutun sunkar barna salon ni kudo wuli keme so ka wuli keme nan ko sen sa jole so ni saji wuli keme sa wuli keme sa ka wuli keme nan do ko jibba ko ja bala ndija ya wa mo jelle be wala fuare ya ko no momo yoke ñi suk ñi banna saltambila sa jogata wuli mu fu wuli tan saba wuli tan na momo sa ji tan balandi ko no yo wafi wuli kema saba kata wuli kema nan so yale barna salo damma so be na fondinke ma ko yele ni sol be wala nyama bade mo be wala nyama bade mo ne ka nyama na ñew soto janga nyama do mo rosi betiya ñew daye ji ani se facture lo jene nga tuna ke je nga sadin son ke je nga tan do dama ba ke je bade mo okay the same thing for yiri digol fruits and juices si do dano janne nga tamil sanna batta dawda abe mo chemicals le par exemple do kuno janne orange juice mango juice cashew juice etc sa be ke no janne bi ko be fayle ntela kunkodo nin kasul mota na do ko rek kulo do ta digol be ya be fay hande be ga bando mota si juice ke no tole nga jam ke no je nga marmalade ke no je nga dry cashew ke no je same thing ni fewol be to tarin dry mango la refa last week no dried mangoes salted mangoes salted bananas and plantains. So se we fanna agriculture to akolo du namba ko kan yakanya barama sukulla wulay mol makoy da kare nyaade yo ntol sita mbita tractor san la mol makoy tractor ga banku satol den tractor la wala kabilo satin wotem kabilo den tractor barama sukulla folo le yewlo makoy ni lote fay wati men fo le tractor san e tractor sa wala ko boke e masin do san mi be tuturol kele wala bindewol kele e katirol ke iti abusole ke wo pour ka start le kam wonu ma koy pour lo ne faye umo investment le banu investment ke return on investment yo investment ko do min dula ba ko kanja ibi ni la ko yow ke sen la li le fam bar man sa kunda so be ko ke ya plan wo nyama ye molu ma koy ka tuni ko mota senole e ko e ba dabodi molta fara senole wala ko no ka to yow ke la foy imama rim mama ñol fam mo ñol yow la ke rakale fuar ya kon mo na ndiko sa no ke la ba ngam mama jele ngam mo je ngam fama ji be seno ke foy fuar ya la kon no wala ba ko wala kara do la ta seno la ni seno ke ko do so je balu nya sa xeyari wala mo seno la so silo fana silo mi ka doku silo sina pas soto silo ko silo bi ka silo doku kana ama yusoto silo ka fole trade facilitation silo nyata ka mol ma ko pour ka fegol samba ka ku gor ta marché wolto etc bare nga lo jam fulo ba wala refani la rebi jan la refana be fo fay leje fo sina amur na ko rek
okay baraka Dr. Lamin Manneh melbe TikTok ngala comment ol jale bare man laf non ka Dr. Manneh interrupt brabe diam kan alko fan fo de la fan lebe on ngamera Dr. Manneh la fan lebe on ala ceiling fan lebe on alcohol and noise but al ganda on sa ko kandiala volem be keri de la fan nga off le de ta man on but Dr. Manneh la fan is on so number ni wo jeja iba fola uncle is your fan on no na onke dare Dr. Manneh la fan on but al nyanda lo nako is very hot right now so please just bear with us yama because definitely I was tempted to put on mine but okay let me just switch it off okay so Gambia ndola jambe kaniri mbakele budu mala Gambia be nyami jang is extremely hot so just jeja lo prisa on sano
janne candidat tol tati at least atol ka kuran sutulal si AC malale fanol mal
kana sonko mama de be ko baroko kuran natale saying
birim kuran nata ni kuma furim fola lotuje kuma kuntam folem woti kurawo nata mi molbe dibol ko ne
ako kurawo nata so ni kurawo nata nga nyanda report dal fana ko kurawo nata so
na nata stable ta buka molla joran tinyam do fanam folal
okay, Melbe TikTok. Lafla Nyiningal, are you guys here in the program? Claire, already if you guys can comment. And then Melbe Facebook is the Albe program on your Lamaikan and no the Amol Binakan the Funtikan clearly because that's the whole purpose of this program. Sislako, yes. Holy Ibrahim no. Doko, yes, I'm loud and clear. So Holy Ibrahim, maybe you need to change your device, check your device. Mojamako, they are hearing us loud and clear. Very clear. Sister, thank you. Nani Bayo Fananko, very clear. Fatimata Fananko, very clear. So Menko Abuka Moy, please check your device. Maybe your minka telephone will be available. So Uncle Lare, Bismillah.
Seku, laminia be folen telafta nga quota dame. Wala mu from the pre-independence, independence to now post-independence agriculture. Along Kataria Ninalal. Sadauda was director of veterinary services.
Yeah.
Before I do political con. Na Uncle Lamin John Saba Marena was director of agriculture at the same time. Ni moflo them force pre-independence heads of departments. Now, new policies men landi for covering independence nata 1965. Walen na agriculture vibrant in the na agriculture do kundi fa keta sample ti West Africa. Mol kana na Bangkok kan kana danyini ngunyini njang. Independence nata sa dauda yo policies continue. Ay investment o lafa ka kodo dundi agriculture ka lafa. For alhamdulillah sa dauda fanan na time lamine damen for GPMB kaur kuntaur base tiobe dokula drong. Anda keta all year round dokula fanant. Fishing sector fanan mamanta. Fisco nyolu delayed fisco nyola cold storage companies will fane e ba demo fendi molbulu nyeo siata banko kan nyeo da diata. Then enter Yaya Jammeh. Yaya Jammeh ka memfo ka foko eat what you grow what you eat. It's a good slogan. But atela agriculture policies to avoid kafume you an economy kafume it was skewed towards himself because ate kunkol men soto kanin lai hanin na kudang a try le puruka labulol soto je labulu jama fa anin banko la ko tonto so aka diamo men ke kafuko alinga seno sembentu yandi a better atele bara allow program o kona fangale sembentu yandi mo jamati. But you have to also give him credit. I kodo dundi agricultural mechanization tol. I tractor san, I tillal san, I grinding machine all san. Ni tata banko dawada ikejije. Kabra botaje ye be pak dula kilinto ye wafi nyo tema. Yalo mbeo koto komolone kodi. O botaje mkumba sila nata. Mkumba sila ko atebe doku wala nyimbanko. Ako abe agriculture sembentu yandila, abe health sembentu yandila, abe education sembentu yandila. I all befole ka foko abe doku create la funding ke wali ngamera sa 150,000 jobs.
150,000 jobs I call it create every.
Yes. Now natra ka abe kela nyama. Half of 150,000 jobs are bola agriculture. And in fisheries. And in tourism. But I number the mola le drong itajela I menuke puruka nombal nying soto sai na ngaja ala minister dol ka finti kate ka fuko hanga 150,000 doko create banko kan bar dokulle moyal me alon ko mo bukaji now UDP be munekela me alon ka a differenta yalong agriculture sector ni lafta ay kama nyama sector nying iba bele jibela in fact iba dismantle la ya loku ka dismantle meaning iba be janjan na la ya loku.
Yeah, for you have to start from the scratch.
Yes, you have to start from scratch because nyimolu kabri na ta sanjitang nyina agriculture bukata nyato kata ko male dron ajibe dron mfelen dunta sama kono sai kodi farmers nyol be North Bank mo muang men ya lon ko hanibi yela tiodi man sakunda le katin de le mela kodo soto 1 year after andu ngawolle talon dol fanam bijel mune okay tioda anin ka foko man sakunda ibe struggle kan ne kodo tebul pour kanyin farmers nyol joyla tiola on the spot bari tioda lamini e jemale domandi mbatunga je lafa yalong dunia marché to nibe tio wafila nibe nibe tio dile la ka sang nibe la tio san e ka fome ko price ban meaning da sabale bije da dumanko wala mu $30,000 per metric ton metric ton ika niela tio dile at least minimum na doyata fa doyata ka 30,000 tons leti
yeah
na banko Gambia nyino musanji sabati tio dabu kalafa ika o 30,000 ika fendine lakan ya odi national ni last trading season ya ke 38,000 net instead of 30,000 38,000 bari meta nyim fanam folale ko ni atra ko be doku ke kanga nyama minimum comme la mini afo nyama nte fananga nyim fo dulal beto le tam minimum yinyanta metric ton yinyanta $55,000 soto laji wala mu middle band upper band ya e o soto le jawara fana ya soto upper band o katale for $80,000 per metric ton bara be tuta negotiation la nining wafirlal nin sannal diamuta tumando bato e kakku soto bulle email la mem bari tonya nata kon na tiobe sanna dala wallahi manya na 50,000 francs soto la metric ton ntela miroto anyanta tala from 65,000 per metric ton to 75,000 to 80,000 per metric ton bari tiadama lafa senelali nyina musanji sabati
wo jahlo warta bake onko Lare
yes.
senola tio tono ka wafi men is pretty much remained stagnant. Among kafu for sanji saba
yeah.
In the meantime civil servants only president la jo ni ala cabinet selekan so itela jero to nyie mone tandiko nyie mansa kunda e senelal faye kuma yandile ba onot so for after men UDP mansa kunda nata fondol fana be tamala nyie silol la ba
no alaman tankala wala seku alaman tankala nga tamo silola nte fama mu do baleti hay tio do kule sanji taworo ni mfek na mu fara do kulalti o fane fara do ko ke sanji talul ni mfek wolye ika kodo men soto do ko kono jawara la time anin ya la time wole jita yalo mol ma realize ko ni man do balu sembentu yandi ye kodo do ku ila kunkol ni la farol ika konkole dundi bankoka
yeah
katu bimbe damen konkole be bankoka ye momo nyinin ka nata ko mo kumale ma ka fo ende kan nabunda konkon ne suto wala ye tama ena ya tare ibe kampuri la korada dol ba fo lay bi man domoroke dol ba fo lay til saba ndingol man domoroke mune okay man sakunda la ila negligence man sakunda la indifference yalon ka ofole nko nyimolu they are incompetent imano ite imbanko sambanol hanye muneke ta sambanol they are also indifferent imam balafa soto do bali imam balafa soto mo kotengole corruption no lata okan and then ila tribalism lata okan nyinle mu barola legacy for 10 years incompetence indifference corruption and impunity and in ethnic politics barola
Okay.
mansakunda ala ila legacy be kelawot.
Okay, abaraka Uncle Lare. Saya ngamuru Dr. Manneh kang. So Dr. Manneh, funsa senyandi mula jani be bala nyim topic auto. Kumaya tabakele. Mo jamabe Gambia, agriculture is the biggest employer. None of the sectoral wise. Ito leka jamabe be jemel Senegal Uncle Lare bafo. UDP be mum falindir lekela. You know, isatandiko because molka for her politician will be killing. Because before on the UK, you know, we have a new prime minister that's coming on the 17th of July. The prime minister resigned. So me kachala dukula. Dole akate trust loosely in all politicians. According Andy Barnum Nata, we make a difference from Keir Starmer. When you are not in there, you can talk, but when you are inside, it's difficult to implement because Keir Starmer was outside at Duntaje side, he could not, so. You know, so many ningala tumando lo sininga UDP ba fola menyin kala be tono da kafula menyin kala but realistically nalsa for more policy differences all be daming ndola tamandir nani barola tamandir nyabe falina nyame mansa tandin ko senobe kumayala banko
sehu yalo manyana sonna jelele ka fuko politician be kilo ni nata ndole ki fana be wala kala manyana sonna jelele because ni son tawala nka politician ke bulal to minda they are not accountable you see that minda ta ya ko am fani fu no politician ni nyanta ni la hido min di yo la hido timmandi andu ninga ni obije hamo bije asikenole you see ntulu Gambia jang Maputo agreement signed under the AU konna seno sa wosanna bojara do ta nyang bojeto la 10% nya bojeto la sibla tandi sibla kilometer agriculture on est la caméra de sibla tambita agriculture bien kamin ki jaman sibla lu fonsi so the agriculture sembentu ya na budgeto nyina is about almost 50 billion oto nyina nyinta 5 billion dollars scale agriculture ni okeje always kind of like seed money ni ne molimbe do ko kanyokan yaje ko yera ko do ndi kutole igaro ñu sobe peut être sobe la ñu fanno la si ma ko ji ifrale bu lo fay ñoka ak win-win ni ta hayta da bank ko la bu la fa bu le lola ko jelle mo ko $1 million si fa ite be jelle contribute ila equity contribute ko la kiye folo sa la ko ñu sobe ta ñu gotal den isna ko ken so ne na agriculture ko be $5 billion si scale agriculture do ko bas intu ma sen to go more than 10%. And we can nyadile could all be kadun like in tama babalo be kerenten. We'll cut that down. We're in the age of IT. You can do it virtually. You don't need to be there. In seminar bambalo. Ngaji sai kata seminar ki sali Portugal, Senegal, and in Dakar. Because they want to travel and spend money and have per diem. Why? Ningol be kuntunga talake nego ko dukla jena ngorum de agriculture ko do mi kadum motol to anini isasi bambalo and everything else no be tala na de agriculture but nan to agriculture ta ko do dila ya be moto ba sangoti anin sebele bambalo ningi be minister of agriculture you are dealing with rice you'll be based in Jahali Pachar Sapo Kuntaur Kauru you'll be based where the production is. Ile kan tala je trek later Sirinja.
Kana sa on kudan lewol siatal.
Ba on kawr fura ko.
Ga wala borile tiwti wole.
Ba on kawr fura ko kudan keje. Niso daga kudan pana keje.
Kudang is sitting on something like 25,000 hectares of arable land to grow right.
Absolutely. But ba on kawr keje ba kudan pana keje yes.
Exactly.
No, you see maybe carrying being a minister of agriculture cool. You make it a banjun and just go on trek before your time. We had these mixed farming centers.
Yes.
Mulkatara wallet you post you go based there. You like utumole mobe Gambia be YBK utumole Yorobele Kunda. Sapunyo Yellow utumole. They had mixed farming centers here. Mulkata CGL agricultural staff are posted there. But if they stay here, they go and trek in up country. Their agriculture project, half of the money goes into administrative expenditure. Office balua solu, and then staff bambalolu, and then tababalolu. No, the money should go into agriculture per se, food production. Okay. Secondly, agriculture is the department in ministry in the Gambia. We have the most number of PhD holders, master's holders. It's yet a year back, but they don't prioritize them. So they don't prioritize staff. Are not they're supposed to become administrators. Somebody is calling. I'm just rejecting and a call keeps calling. All of these cases, National Agricultural Institute, NARI, National Agricultural Research Institute, is underfunded, understaffed. This is where you have to have the cutting edge of agricultural education and the staff, and they do the innovation, the research. And the equipment and everything. So you will prioritize agriculture. You will make sure that it produces normally. And you will create the markets. Like vegetable farmers. Anything you produce in vegetables, the government will buy it. Will be storage areas. Storage areas in the markets for cold storage. We'll also build cold storages along the country. Now, preserve. So the 1 season, one season, we'll have them there and we can take them out. Bijang. You go to supermarkets, you eat apples all year round. You see apples all year round. You see peaches. You see, Europe. But they store them and release them gradually. We can do the same thing here. Tomorrow come Jawosami for Holland. Marketing mankanyama, storage mankanyama, development mankanyama. So into Lare Sisay, Musulu wala Senelal mumo, mbe mako ila Senefeng ay sang a watola ay sang a dala. Wole molu wakili ndila ita do ko leta senola. Ni yalon ko dinga tiyo sene nyinan mbinyin ko nakam sotno la jeli yo ko do soto je yel dimbal taman je ko do to tuburi be do ko kala ay kafu so ko ni masenol je be mako yela bari nyin la agriculture bi imam fenke je like serum ye muneke ye dollaro million keme fulata woni o keme fulata lo kame fo mankile ka importation kime mankile o kola no $1 million kime fulata iko ka mo dantene mako e pour si manul sambana jam fu do moro sono ya di company tan mano da man jiwata minna mano man siya na kodo ta ya di senelal liye mako senelal mako $200 million ni senelal mako wala yimba ko kan mbim fula wonte nyinti be dindi yalla sewu mamma la suwo kono manon ka fu man ko to taraje billo ka to farin yo be so tan mako mano be ka important tumo ne ka boto kon mano ka son sun kande ko la fo tumo. And we can go back to that system. Moli do ko keno e balula manola. And you make it historic so yandibul. Okay? Agricultural sector is the biggest employer in Bako kan. Do ko mun ka jabe ko blado in Bako kanja. Bari mol ka do ko fo ko kati. Is feso to ye ka balu fuare ya ko ne wulu fuare ya ko ne fa fuare ya ko. Do seno mo bale ni Bako kan. Fu mo dantan. Bari ya kanya mo si balu no jele. Ajube bi mil be invest agriculture. Bari ni ko di baraka na ya invest ye ko so to je. Senel fana makoy. Small holders ñu lié makoy. Ñu sen la balu ku producteur. Yes, you today. Well, that's for export and the rest. But do fana makoy sen la be kana ke surugati molia. Mantul man la fol to kela. Bi ni ajube. Ja farms ñu. Ika sen la ta jo je do ko la. Kare fa ye jo. Otumo kela fan kamata yimba ko kam. Yutla kare fa do ko la don. But to ko sen la ni fana no makoy. Ye malanko dila ye masinol dila ye turubetol dila ye makoy jieto ye seno ka nyama woltita do kunyi namul o fani balulel do kola so senal ma ngina kala surugata mo la ko ngoto yata kede fon la ko wol do kole fe soto ye balu soto ye fanka ma yaje se alu da mi Europe je senal lam ko retiyolti bi ne ngani sibetol sambana njamira ko isi keke o soto 10, 15, 20 liters per cow. Senegal, they have improved varieties.
Yeah, Senegal.
Yeah. This will be no jan. So keke is na banta ko tek. Nsi ya wurol da tout mon dam konku. Nyame na je. Ika chisa da je. Ika ya wurol da je. Ika fenyamal da je. Dol be fatal. Mo na ko lié ma ko wala fanane okay si ko do soto e balu nya sa ha soto anan do fana sine imiter fana de ka nyama so se on to liñu tekki nakal to ko do put your money where your mouth is na seno bunda wala mun na ka nyatote de ko do la seno to kendo
So UDP be ma put in declaration of fulfill putting 10% of Gambia budget into agriculture right
at least 10% more.
But Janinka Uncle Laria, Kolea Dolphin the supply side constraints. Well,
yes.
Okay. Ndolbe address lanyali because supply side constraint, supply chain, they will be handled and put food security guarantee. And in the bagage will be wafi lanyadi le dunia la marche auto. So African Bank will Jamaica problem also to the money. Saimbe do seasonal kono Gambia do to be foreign storage facilities all because to tinyaro kake so UDP be supply side constraint address la to penetrate the market create for exports pour the European market and more developed pour wafiro la carola boko ofana kuma ya tabakere.
Yeah, supply side from the Gambian point of view ninga production kafu nga infrastructure kafu pour kafu wal wafino nga storage facilities so bi ni do ko ke ni vegetables do ko ni ma wa fina ika fayle wala ya wantere sey wala do ka man ki jula ni banta e min do ko banta fenta sur la ko fira sam banta andu mi ko sabar ka do ko ba ko sa ni ma wa fi aka tinya
ha
so ko fana data kafu ni ma transport no fana wal transport da koleta ka tinya so supply side ni ngo so address ni nga do ko fe wala sene fa wala mo fon les sia na mabor la soto mi yalla ko diam sama mu jata tinyala ni sama fino wati jamba ni katiro ko bi nata marsewto ye 1 week ni yakati ya sambana instead of wulu ye do transport ya sambana ye 1 week ni yakati ya sambana ya wa fi bi ye to story nje sama nana do bi passo do le fo nana do ite baga so li jona sama nana do du sokono ye ta bondi yo fana wa fi ko be to ye ya mabo isi katiro ko sinya kliya sambana ya wa fi lokum mume Nul but ita do kat kurke nana so wodi okay supply side be address la same thing ni ajube keke la fanola ni solo mutamol mi soto yema ko keke betol soto je ya ni solo bitino ya no stono e dol keke o te dol ke nonolde but fana fo storage beto soto riya keno the same thing findol ni manol ni nyindol foyo stop foyo ma bordlal sosono ya transport no ka sama marché wolto ok yem wolu ma koy fanan ila wafir fengolu mil laftal yeni boole yeni ka fu ñoom like milika fonkoli vegetables ñol doku anim fruits ñol yeni hotel industry yeni restaurant yeni ka fu ñoom ndikara forwol sot la wolen al sida malaysia kacha then like nana hotel x ko kontede lafta luwolu lafta jabo kilo muwan lafta karoto kilo tan sabala lafta mentawo kilo tan nani la yesiye kacha do ko ndebe 5 dila ndebe 10 dila aliyo agreement wol soto so fana yela wol do ko nyama ya beteyandi hotel fana ya soto adasi ji no da jita mu nekela knock-on effect tourism be kafula go tourism da be jiral because bagasul da jita etc ñi bulikata wa fi banta European Union and America standards le bije phytosanitary standards mi yam ko e ka fon wa fi je foye kende ya e kana courant soto like nin tiola kana aflatoxin soto yes ne fusan vegetables la kana question soto anin tumbolo anin fam sawela bankol kan so ka wolle control anin fanan dol bije it has to be green farming ita pesticide use la je wala ni ba use la fanan iba itande ñi dafa suñu mala use la fertilizer fanan dol ñama ita be use la je so you do green farming ye compost da sa ji bolu ni si bolu si se bolu yani ñamolu jahasi ay toli yakaje o ñun jambane o masoto wote keno la lun killing but over 2-3 years si mol train kende ki facility pour yol keno ñam ni okay you go green farming ñun chemical fertilizer te use la ko rek and ni mo ke that's bioproducts o bioproducts wala da ka fu bak ni sa bankol ka okay and si okay no le and ni nga okay then ma sakundal gol ma o topoto la yira di ma koy i certification o soto bi jang Redville Farms da mala soto bare ma sakundal ni ma koy certification o soto isa di français fon export no easily ya wa fi Tesco ya fi Carrefour in France, etc. So you can sell it anywhere, or you go to Target in the US, etc. So it's only clear only what a certification on the il standards momenti. Being you on the AGOA, okay, Trump ya AGOA but on the back, but Trump bita AGOA mudala. Ni AGOA jube. Conditional lebi pour que export ke. It's will be use nole.
Yes.
Okay. All be mun advantage
is Gambia still benefiting from AGOA or no?
Hardly, because we can use standards. We must standards you less no. Because we saratol le bijemi certificate be nini nekela buri ya wafi no jam. Ni mo saratol timandi nta wafi no leje. So somebody wafi no je wala nyi artifacts nyolu, batigolu ngol wala façon. But domoro lindol te wafi no because saratol je mo saratol timandi no. Okay.
Yeah.
But ninga ke ntulu mbem fon do mo jam wala mbem wafi le bako kanjang wala ko be mako le bako. And then have the African market, intercontinental free trade area, African continental free trade area. Obijel, ECOWAS bijel, Commonwealth bijel. This will be useful.
They can only command the technical barriers to trade, isn't it? So we have those TBTs, technical barriers to trade, affecting our exports to this main market.
But tariff and non-tariff barriers.
Non-tariff barriers, exactly. Yeah.
So now will be addressed. Abe mako le baake, but mas dal small mako no ngokeno. Se dal to keno le fayi. So we must have done so available.
Seku.
Yeah, Uncle Larry, Janita Kanare, somebody's asked a question. Maybe for an ETC, you can take on that question and doctor can ask. Somebody just sent this text because say, I'm listening to this very insightful discussion between you and your guest. I'm really impressed with how UDP aims to tackle the agriculture sector. But I have a question for them. You mentioned about the lack of storage facilities, which is affecting the supply chain. How does UDP government intend to deal with? Are they planning to build storage facilities across the country in different regions? Or will they target investors to build this? So what will be the UDP's approach? Ako muna ba UDP approach Uncle Larry in terms of new storage facilities? All
It's a mix.
That is
Oh, sorry. Okay, Larry, go ahead.
Lamin, you want to tackle it?
No, it's a mix. You'll have government be military, okay, and then you make it create an environment, conducive environment, where the investors will come too.
Public-private partnerships.
Okay, government like storage facility Marcel Kono, and in the regions you will lodge, and then you upscale it. Then you okay, but you bring in the private sector, you bring in foreign investors, you bring in the development partners. But they will come for invest. But government like a silo Italy, government ya kumasi ni mobe kuma ka jure fayji ni folo ya kumasi yewul dollo wal añul siro sañi nak fana ye daadu nje parce que government ma manya na kela ñenta private sector sambal nan diaspora bi ni nga leati ko be keri njan this storage facilities can bring a lot of money. You can invest in those storage facilities. You can buy like containers. You don't know containers if I'm the containers ya convert unused containers. You put refrigeration plants in there. Yeah, Sambana. You have yours somewhere, and then you rent the space. You know, some ice factories to make ice to be able to keep certain things cool. So that's another area of potential investment for the diaspora and for other people, because what we will do, Tolu, the investment will target above all Gambians first. Nima Minkelo, then we bring in foreigners. But area Mialoko Gambians invest no J will give priority to the Gambians. Storage facilities must share. And they're high return. So then we do a feasibility study every year. This is what you can get in terms of returns. Diaspora, and that's the same thing in all other processing areas for now. In fisheries, we'll tell you I plant glass or nyetiol. I fell into singing electricity facility if okay, this is for free. At a very low cost. Factory ice processing will waive taxes for you. You must know free of tax, duty free. I work in the Yassamana. You know, Kulumo be near Ubanye demo, Kudu La Banco Kanja, Banco Dimula, and diaspora is huge. Okay? So you first one what initiative for all the new fatala? Yes, Masakunda Kodokela Jede, Kendeke, but also we move some in the private sector, Gambian private sector, Gambian diaspora private sector, and other partners will complement diaspora and Gambian Lemink. You know, new fatala seal.
Baraka Dr. Manneh. Ongolari, left of think of before we go to the second topic.
But Jaibatu, there are 5 policy areas. Mandam left out of Faramfans in that domain. But let's go back to this idea of food self-sufficiency.
Yeah.
Yalong during Jawara's time, Tesito introduced Tawato men. Places like Kudang, Kauru, and in Dulalmenia along Lebulo Siataje. These places were producing rice 3 times a year. Kudang ngankani lebal men for a thing. Dulal bije kafonya makunyama, salabako, tarakiti. You Jawara in Chinese rice, early varieties introduced, me alonko. In 3 months or 4 months, you can harvest it. In another 3 or 4 months, you have so mano kadoku 3 times a year. 3 times a year. Ne momo botakuda niani ninka bafole. Yalong lamin ka foko sometimes manol ka nyotara below konol. ntolla so kono ntena la bilo kono mano ka sanji saba mano ka taraje
really nyimbara mano
ha sanji saba ka taraje because ibe dokola Chinese also ibe dokola trakete mano ka aka dokule ya harvest 3 times a year. That's one area in Meng revive no. Because wo lebulo bijele bibuka doku fembuka kije, they are all dead, they are all barren. Then in Alkanyi area memfoka foko ka compost ke puru natural fertilizer doku and stuff like that. That too was going on in the mixed farming centers. There'll be PPMU at home in the Ministry of Agriculture. All the mixed farming centers have serious compost. Ye track it all finansoto. In track it in fact, ntenga track it borindo ning Somita mixed farming center. I used to be part of the plowing team there.
Okay.
Because not that BJ. I started Wellingara, then Pirang, Somita, Kanjibat, then it crossed onto Jinoi. Kata Mahmud Fana. Yebo Mahmud Fana yeta Sarengai. Kabo Sarengai kata Jiroba Kunda in the URR. Will be mu satellite mixed farming centers. Me along ko trakitol BJ le sene kotem fengol BJ. Many along ko they are easily accessible to farmers. But ila may question on yininka. Let us say ko nka nyin dulalu menu be foten dulalu menu ka mano doku, menu ka vegetables doku, menu ka fruits doku, menu ka nyeo doku. You have to invest in for cooling systems blow nyin dulalu to. Niko impact soto. For cooling systems, they have to be intersectorally linked. For any sector link. Wala mu ye cooling station ke tanje nim Brufut ning Katon ning Bunjur because wala mu main fishing areas not. Bari niya ke wolto fanang inyanta wol fanang connect lale with the markets in Brikama, Serekunda, Bakau, aning Taboko to Katafo, Fajikunda.
But Dr. Uncle Larry, this is highly capital intensive, isn't it? Like, you want to look at storage facilities, you interlink all the sectors, and this is going to be capital intensive, huh?
It's capital intensive, but niake in stages, in phases, you can do it.
Okay.
South Africa system, agriculture system bewalenya. All the provinces in South Africa, they have all these storage facilities. Ye supermarket also to nyimfeol kata dameng. Na mam fenke ni misal fe Eastern Cape la pool siata imabe use no ya samba Western Cape. Ni Western Cape ta siata ya samba Free State. Ibebe interconnect ring walenya. But if we kodole dundi je follow wala na nyim public private partnership issue a better. Because there are Gambians in the diaspora with money. They can invest in these things and just relax and make their money.
There's already a Gambian from the diaspora who member invest is it, what's the name of the guy? Forgot it. When the change happened, another Gambia,
Dabo lem.
Dabo, yeah, Mr. Dabo, yeah.
But Haniwo, Anyanta support men sotola. Support Amasoto. Ala asulata support si fa men aka fraction le soto. Hani ka kodo ming invest in making sure he expands his production capacity. Asulata menne ka domandine dia. I'm aware ko when Ja came, Ja had more resources than him. Bari alamano is high quality, very nutritious, and it is cheap.
Yeah.
So we have to have a mix of public-private and partnerships, but government has to be able to put the seed money to cultivate these cooling centers and in freezing centers. Now, finally, on that one, once you do that, you have to have a good road network so that ning vegetables sotota fuladu upper fuladu brikama ba ma fangala. That place is very fertile for vegetable growing, and you can grow vegetables all year round. For all the vegetable storage facility, ni la market satisfied ya store, ni a store for a basic technology kije to preserve it, to freeze it, to dry freeze it, and all of those things. Those are basic technologies governments menukeno. Private sector mol finance asanno. At least South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, Zambia, that's what they do. Simple technology, you preserve your mangoes, you preserve your peaches, you preserve your cashew nuts, you preserve your cashew juices and all of those things. Bari government le nyanta lead tala kafoko ntolu we are serious about helping farmers. Bari ninko helping farmers fanang, we know there are women farmers out there. Bakau gadino. Ibuka makoiro soto nyanta soto la nyami. Sabiji fanang, the same thing. Burfood, the same thing. Komi nyeo kadoku nyin kombo south nyameng, gadinol fanang kadoku walenya. If you link those two, your market create, your transportation network create, so that near grow, yeah preserve or yeah think fresh, it will go to the market readily. Natra ko market obema soto no. You're processing simple technological processing sort of to process those things, and you export or you feed your domestic market with it. So what visual bari lafta mole men long UDP la agricultural policy plans sidula lululam sidula follow wala munyenti ning comprehensive sector review. Yes, sector review yala challenges and opportunities identified, and you put policies in place, action plans in place to address both challenges. Address to freedom, opportunities all exploit to make more money for the farming community. The second one is incentive structure, Lamin to create the possibility for public-private sector collaboration. And the incentive structure better for private investors, they will come. And we have seen them do the same thing in countries like Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, South Africa, even in Botswana in the meat industry. Botswana ika subo wafi European Union, which is a highly concentrated market, and the requirements are very substantive. So what incentive packages has to be there. The packages also has to include seeds, early varieties, varieties that are drought resistant. Wasifal be nyanta sotola na policy mix corner. And then ning sectoral linkages ni all da bondije. The biggest issue in the agri sector coming from the rural areas is this eradication of child nutrition. Konkobe dindingul la le seku. Dindingul la domor ila daninu aning keba la daninu manyana kela kilit. Amdung agriculture sectors working on. I for example ntolbe wulikan wato men. Na alfal ka findo dokul. Ne findo doku isi tiajo kakan ina yadom. But dindinguli ka findo tule findi sato da de nono kaka. It's very nutritious, it is healthy. Will be bottle sign.
Yeah, all be mantara caring sign.
Will mantara caring sign. Sign membe caring dro wuli somanda yela have buro sang or full buro.
Sign yamare ma for more westernized sign water.
Yes, more westernized style because nkanyi men for a thing. Findo damante sanyo fananka ke walenya aning fonko kinto. Wo satol beka sotole saying ni wulite first thing kamen ke dro yelam buro soto yeta ye mayonnaise sang
Ha.
wale butter sang.
Yeah.
Ye tea sang.
Mm-hmm.
Ya ming yeta.
And woma healthy, Uncle Larry.
It's not healthy for a child.
Nanyi findol ninyi satol wala healthy. Wala na nundo kebal ka bambang. Isn't it?
Teku. Nteka bula moto la nka findo nyini. Nunto nka soto kombo, sa mbuka soto kombo. Nkata bolonkon. Na mafan la nyami na mafan fuladu mbuka soto. Nka soto nun same. Sa insame fana mbuka soto.
Sise kuna goni domoro eka bula moto la kada.
Yes, because findo healthy tale. A healthy tale.
Aba fa wanyari kan.
Aba
fa wanyari kan.
Man fa wanyari. Yalo ni diabetes ni high blood pressure.
Dr. Manneh.
Ila domoro ya fa wanyari domoro kuoto sa nga be nga moy.
Adeka inana na panda ba every time aka fegole ke aka bomb selo lo drop ja.
Yalo meatin nan kaoke. They are healthy foods. Aka diabetes stop le, aka high blood pressure stop. Kununte kontonta findol. So mbuka soto same koteke base. Sa mbuka soto base fo ika kila ki jana Guinea-Bissau kanat.
For Guinea-Bissau?
For Guinea-Bissau.
Wow.
And we have arable land findo kadoku dame.
Where is the same? Where is the same? It's a big same.
It is. So jele atin na mbenyim fokan ka foko ngana original agriculture sector investment development plan na change le. And that change the nyaming, the focus is now on groundnuts. The focus is on groundnuts. The quality of our groundnuts is not that good because seed variety menati is full of aflatoxin.
Yeah.
Nenanga fojan nenko Brazil ye tio soto le me alonko is aflatoxin free.
Free. Ndol mo soto dal. Ndol mo soto.
South Africa fanaya so South Africa ye tabon di Brazil.
Mona ika aflatoxin for manika kamata nyadi.
Ning tia
Safuna tio.
Okay.
So we'll be nyanta revisit lale. You have your bilateral links with Brazil. You bring in the aflatoxin-free seeds. Yeah, the more layer doku. We go back to Kintoning, Sanyoning, Findo, because those are healthier. Ngawol Fenke as part of reviving the agricultural sector. So nte in child dinding konko abem batan dikanne because nka dinding ulja ngalonko ita fanga
child nutrition.
Yes, ning anyanta wela men na saya ma we because ala diet man better. Andu ni sasata okono drong ni ala me mako kafal.
Yeah.
So infant mortality is increased, but if you invest properly, you address child nutrition, infant mortality is reduced, at least on the nutrition side. So
imabla ya ko nyomono la ba.
Mbe wale fangoma nte hani bi nka mono minne nin tata kuda nte bukala fi social nin fonko nka mono le minga nin nono.
Uncle Larry, but no, definitely I like your diet because wole from healthy ta. Wole healthy da ni buro ni social ni fengol, you know,
Sila nkamburo ni soso ni chicken wings domoja. Ngata kuda mfana ngamburo ni soso ni chicken wings. What sense is that?
Nida na bause ni kama na modo.
Mono. Mono ni nono. Mono ni nono, and I don't compromise on it. So
okay.
The final one. Na agriculture, the fifth policy plank. Land reform.
Very key. Very key.
Land is a big issue. It's like a time bomb waiting to explode.
I'm very happy with that policy, land reforms. Yeah.
We do a comprehensive land reform. Communal land, my respect, we need to respect communal land ownership.
Yeah.
And we need to empower communities to own their land. And we put guardrails so that they don't go and sell those lands willy-nilly. Land they utilize for housing, land they utilize for agriculture, land they utilize for tourism. So a comprehensive land reform. Niajibe banko be can sign land cases, let's see other cases bet. Land cases, let's say other cases bet. So we'll do a comprehensive land reform. We've done it in other countries because, for example, Zimbabwe, Kabrin Mugabe land nationalized one year. They met in Paris and discussed land reform. The donors put money. Ye kodo kije UNDP into level land reform program on manage kanu. And it has changed the lives of farmers. African farmers who did not have access to land now had access to land. White farmers who had large tracts of land also had to give up part of those things so that land can be available to others with a price tag on what they are giving up. In fact, na sila doje fan na boss that offer UNDP boss ba. Aka botalla Angleterre le bari nata si Zimbabwe. Ibota kabrin kol dute bulu Zimbabwe borte tata South Africa. Kabrin yin land reform ko nata yung kumanda ko nya ko mako ifon na family farm kanata. Nkai o tata le already. Nkai o tata le already, and I cannot go and engage the government on it because we're more conflict of interest led.
Yeah.
So land reform is crucial in a country's development metrics. Fonga land law soto mea lonko, nie land soto, mote batan de la je, altita kiti dula, mota fula kontel tam nyinti, so lanta no le eta bankiela liso used to borrow money to invest.
Yeah.
But obebuka ke no sign because everybody has questionable land holdings.
Yeah. Land more problem already in this current day and age. Uncle Larry, thank you for giving us what UDP la saratol me falindrol menkela ka sectoral reviews okay, comprehensive sectoral reviews, agriculture sector. Now.
Can I just say just 1 minute on that? Like this land reform.
Yeah.
The other part of the land reform is that, like, for example, land tenure system. Miltamu Bankoti will lease it to them.
Good.
If you lease it, that can be used as collateral if you want a loan in a bank. Musoli B, Milalon Quebec Kodosu no bank etc. because Kenika collateral matter. Near parole lease, near a kunkolo lease. They can use it to raise money in a bank. And also we put a moratorium on the sale of certain types of land.
Exactly.
Because we more about land speculation or canana can all sang Kamabu Jampuru Samanaka Dakafranga Korosotaji. So cannot take a Bantala Bankolma will put a moratorium on that. We'll control that strictly. No one thing. So we follow
yeah, good. Uncle Larry Fadnyan drama felawe tonyala ako salam Uncle Sehul. Uncle Larry always bring fresh and pure sow milk for us when coming from Kurang. Ako he can milk from his cows there. Fadnyan drama felawe tonyala ako ni bebo kalam kuda ini keke jamale kana.
I can confirm that too.
No, you cannot confirm anything.
But anyway, left question dana nying kala you land tenure system ya fole. Gambian tol nga nying heritage sites also told like here in the West we have conservation areas, listed building sites. Me alongo council or listed building conservation area janibe kukala get permission from the council. Gambia also told about. Do we have any conservation areas or heritage sites where you cannot do anything there before you get permission?
Yes, African. Honeycomb jang.
They are not enforced, isn't it? Imante enforced, isn't it?
No, Salaji forest ndala jang, Salaji forest. Yeah, declassify. You cannot be the one businessman. Min kana beton sambana ka jurumaji. Yeah, cannot be kun. You foresta ya kuntu. Role kuntu pour kamon keje beton.
That's crazy.
Beton ki la kabana jang. But because il faut que no dira wala dron. So he has that land also free. LRR. Well, ke kan nje? Minister of Environment. Kuma saka mo la kenu disclassify pour ka wafi. We made a lot of fuss about it. Nga di amo send je you ko hanin tol banta wafi ya change. But the parata wala no. We cannot declassify kan ke wafi.
So what is the role of the councils? Because in the UK, these conservation areas listed building sites, in fact, they fall under the control of the council. Like council, even if it's utilities or gas, water, telephone, if you're building, even extension of building, and you're trying to move a gas meter box or a water utility, you'll have to change. You have to get permission from the council. Not even the central government. The council will have to give you authorization. Otherwise, it's not gonna, because these are for conservation areas, listed buildings. Naman feeling that area, that's fine, but you need your system also.
Because in Europe and the West, you have devolution of powers.
Devolution of powers.
Yeah. Devolution to Jan. Central government can be control. Council allows you for you because you if the Minister of Local Government, you can't in wall.
In fact, Lamin, they have this eminent domain law. Mea lonko ni lafta dawda coming Adamo Barrow ning Ahmad Baye Tanje bad reserve wafi politician.
Exactly. No Osifa bad reserve.
Yeah, eminent domain le declare wrong and took it from Tanje and the West Coast region. Yeah, di kendi unyi na kodo di la ya weha.
But we have a lot of work to do. But it's doable, but we have a lot of work to do.
These are low-hanging fruits. You need to tweak them to make them user-friendly for our period.
Yeah.
Yalong local government to decentralize is one thing, but devolution is top of the range for that.
Yeah.
Ninga decentralization, okay, it has to come with a devolution law which empowers the local authorities to have control over their assets and other natural resources.
Yeah.
If the state wants to have a stake in there, you can negotiate with the local authorities. Janibe eminent domain declare.
Wow.
But Lamin, can you remember thing? They are declassifying all of our reserve areas.
Yeah.
Iba bele wa Africa. Reserve aerial bele declassify ka iba bele wa Africa. This government natra ko botanin dula molye good assessment ke the kind of damage they have done. Honestly, nenanga fo platform model tonko molbe podon sikalele tame singule na mol kamajang. Because if they call the bay wafikan, anything they can sell, they will sell. And it's like a fufur male vijay sa in kafoko nimmo man kodo soto Adamo Barrow la time ite kodo soto la kotek. Wale kafo in the public domain.
That is bizarre. That is bizarre.
Naje fananko e kake. Ni wote. Lamin kanyi memfo Salaji is a reserve area.
Yeah.
Mo be olonne. Je yeo di reserve imurta ya allocate to a business crony. Me alonko he is one of your closest business associates, not just politically, business associates. Yeo dula declassify ya dia la yirol be kuntu abe farafara aka mano la maboje.
Okay, Uncle, we are running out of time, so I'll quickly go to the second topic. Policy discussion. So Uncle Lamin Manneh and Dr. Lare. Dr. Lamin Manneh, Uncle Lare Sisay. I'll be Banta Bambal Tentula Bake. I'll Melbel on the Tree Network. Same with the second agenda. Well, Adam Barrow recent remarks. Kumul for Aliamui. Amanjare Sankana because I'll sound bites all the TikTok le molbe share kanji. In fact, karanal doya ako kaito soto ako warning ka londo so de mankiling ako karanado biji ngamer hanin so mala nyaari wala fi
ako nin so le fi ata wolti
ako nin so le fi ata wolti so wala brabe diamu kan nying farato lopitama me gore ako molko World Bank level finance. So where jahali, but I'm not saying keje jumala ya finance. Volunteer jahali. That's the puzzle for me. Baroma na for Gambia government now finance 100%, and for it is jointly financed by the World Bank and the Gambia government. I'm not what to say. So say malan jumala follow benji topic ko start la. Barola diamo quickly we reacted.
Nko. Barote je ko indila. World Bank layer finance.
World Bank layer finance 100%, or is it jointly financed?
No. But World Bank layer finance. Then Gambia government local components kije.
Okay.
That's how they do it. So kalo ka foko na lopita no lem nyinti, na silo lem nyinti, na kurang lem nyinti. Al kanan criticize. For me, niaje nkonga nyinkacha is the clearest sign that Barrow has dictatorial tendencies. Na development personalized. Ando nyimanka la followed. Atata dauda kafole nasilo, nakuram, najio, nakarambung. This time ako ntolu karanalu menka te criticize. Nka criticize le barinka na motol borindala silol leka. Nin kurantan katala lopta no leto. Ninga problem so don katala police station no leto. Nimindo e mutan katala jiol leto. It's the clearest sign of a dictator's tendency. Secondly, barola molu menu ba bala. Iboita fola le ko nitol winter. They will declare a one-party state.
Nandoma jela ofo ndoma.
Well,
Nalamenka broda ako little winter Gambia be turned into a one-party state.
Baro fanga nene afole molme hakilole tuje dro.
But uncle, ngani diamo dissect domandi. Number one, for Barole tamu unity bang. What's wrong with Baro? For Barole tamu ni shilolti, fatel tamu you love tanolti ba?
Yalong membi je seku. Baro man difference long or I difference long na betau kan ka foko na namu kodol tax money. Aninka julolu mentan tola. Wole kanyim fengol lo.
Exactly.
Na ko nasilo wodi nabota jabe silo utula la sambaba.
But mona nabuka for na state house.
Hani ateo fono la because I'm all.
So in Barrow's myopic mind,
yes.
Atela mansa kunda e fengo lo atele tamoti.
Atele tamoti atele adi molla, and we should be grateful and thankful to him.
Oh my word. Oh my word.
It's a very serious situation. Nte sa nka Barrow na la mol jibe nyame nyaje nka hakilo tula kumolto. Jeni nje drong ika kuo drople chocho e kumaya tuje. Bare ni molu mistake ta foi carte o fay nye kote ke wala nyinebe kelan last carte fayoti on dahim. Kata fole menu babala ifele boita kafo. Ko mbe one party state declare. Now, Otuta Gambia no lebulu for be sonna one party state declare or it sonna one party state declare Otuta mo lebulu. Barinsa stop no le nga carte o fay boy fay banko nyim. That is the thing. The second thing is ako Italy share so Gambia share so to World Bank. Yala e ofana mfole. Ako fonka si World Bank la board to. Baro is really not informed. He is really not informed.
He's out of touch.
Not just out of touch, he is not in touch, period. Yeah. World Bank was set up, IBRD was set up immediately after World War II to finance the reconstruction of Europe. Banku Cabria turned into the World Bank. Banku, you can sit on the board of governors because inclusive collective decision-making process. Walana ministers of finance and governors of the central banks go to the World Bank IMF annual meetings. Kodi?
Yeah.
Now, ite ota iko falma jenna minister be board ninto. Paramam memfo mole, that board is open to all the countries that are member countries of the World Bank and the IMF.
Yeah, true.
Now, that's one. Two, akafo menanga shareholder sotoje. Wallahi baro fo baro kundang ko afai kitendro.
Lare.
Ibatu.
Lare, sorry. Okay.
Ibatu ngani shareholdership thinke, then we can throw it out there. Ako Gambia is share soto World Bank. Bari nte I looked into it. World Bank fangala documents kon. Ila shareholdership, ila governance structure. Gambia la share in the World Bank is 0.06%. 1/6 of 1%. And do wafanan sadauda la time le kabrin Gambia jointa ya jo hanibi Gambia mao lafa. It's still staying at 0.06% share. Now, in terms of IDA, International Development Agency, World Bank development financing partner, Gambia is chairman sotoje 0.19%. Ofanan kabrin jawara jointa IDA le wojota hanibi Gambia mawolafan. So kafoko Gambia is a shareholder there. It's laughable. Because you have countries like Ghana, every year Ikela shareholdership increase. Nigeria does the same thing. South Africa does the same thing. In 61 years, Manna shareholdership increase in either institutions. Atekana lo akafoko na shareholder. Yalom Baro is such an ungrateful person. Hanika lo fanka foko World Bank le mako nyinto be tentula be jaila amao keno. Fai as person ke dronka foko ha ya kele barinto letter. Because that's what he was telling us. Malon fa lonko World Bank fananka sile ka diamu ni ko dol foye ko dol fo ma buka die. Bara fote lale because World Bank ni election no binat banku kan ikakodo lafa. I feel like 2 days ago, you 135 million nati koteke for Nawek. And those are dollars.
Oh, now World Bank has given $135 million again.
Just 3 days ago, an announcement they are going to replenish Nawek with $135 million facility. Now, you have to remember that the same 3 days ago, NAWEC has requested 661 million from the government to buy 70 megawatts of power from Senegal. So, I'll question men yininkala. Baroka nyindia mo men bekiten pacha basi so fenkel. What has Baro actually achieved for us? Because Hanyala 9-point agenda nyulkai UDP bentol normal edro ninga fenke ya copy.
Igandole copy di.
Yeah. Alanyin 9-point agenda. The 9-point agenda are promises that he gave Gambians in 2017 and in 2016 during the elections. Neo 9-point maje, they are all underperforming. So instead of Kawalke new development blueprint for the country, we should hold him accountable. These are 9 things that you have promised us. You never delivered them. We'll hold you accountable. Until after Kumobo in the world.
Okay, Janika Dr. Man malum fo bijele baro e kuma dole fanam fo okay ako ntolu men ka fo courant man soto ako nin courant na fana nyanta fo courant na tale atol be Gambia le how does his position does it hold water baro be nyimen fo Gambia kon den mol ka diam Gambia ka fan say load shedding ne biji but baro ko courant na tale bar ntol ma fo ko courant na tale Dr. Manneh
ila yeah Lamin yo taku
long min kanti campagne ko nyanta min sotola yembali yala dene do man din to dina je ko iko ngabulo ko siye nyanta cross 24/7
yeah
when so lu wolum fo sumanda fo ñu somo sumanda
yeah
lu wolum ala yada so ko ma nyanna fala mun na nyantoleti
anda nyanta stable lal
aka muntale ko niyemo konkondi fo ala fala ye do morin ye bur fadan tan de kay wutu nyimuta ye ko do man din soto ko ya baraka buto bota ko le amen kono konko ya batandi me do man so asa fo ya baraka wata ya balala do morol ye balina courant wala fo wati min jati do man din naji ka finya la finya baraka non ma ko le baraka
amunan na nyata fula baraka
mo itata julo don to tola $447 million sanji seyni kala sabani yato afeli ina 120 lare 450 million yimin jila ko tege sen
135 million
on top of the $447 million
wow
on top of the $447 million on top of the $661 million from the government.
Now it's a bottomless pit.
And don't be jola.
Yep.
You julo tan tola, you julu ba lankan, yen ko do be passer data nyami ga fa la fa baraka.
So that will make it a total of 582 million.
Yep.
That is just in loans kamili long.
Wow.
Dolbi je mawol long wala subite do la barenta fo ba man pour so to follow. Yo beta yo julo be lankan ntole be o jola atule a passer la domo ikana finya baraka e wa nya dunna so baro ya Gambia mutale ko aya ketale amma Gambia keta Gambia di wole carte fa 2016 2021 and victory sunya suban tula ala julten to la julo batela
tonya
ahli ya fantula baraka atuli tantul jitentula e jayi ndo ma ya tentula ka jayi amanyin do ko la kodola do ku kodola mi alon ko na namo le ana min don ton tola mba jola na fa yota fa ya ko ku ndafa sa alhamdulillah fi ser bare o fo na fo se mi bara dun tamin tole ni 135 min kana mara dun namin tole ni na wek sibi ka fuga men ko fene ko ma ko so wuli ke wo million ta woro nin kilina ko ko ron sambana
yep
olu ni management be bayla wolu wala olu ni management be bayla ka to so be yatije ko ron ke jendi ba jendi ka jo ko do sata min tole non na julobe na wek la Senegal ni Guinea tema million.
Dr. Manneh.
Huh? Yeah.
$582 million. Now okay, you do that is
exactly.
$582 million. Honey saying they are still asking for additional support from the government. $600 million.
Yes. And in 2017, ila julolu. Amadou Sane abe package le yake 30 year bounty me ojo kane mo ban follow fam ye min tala ye from Jamme ira o fanan bijere be fanan joka bar lulu ba ka folo dron lulu ba ka folo dron avec la sang sang i kamin sunya je over $200 million meka yeban avec sa wosa audit report lo findindi sa wosa million kima fola ka yeban avec akatami na tule nga isa fuko ika kama la ba audit report le afidi fa la audit report wala ofindindi okudu tata min tole ikana fanya nga foya baraka COB ntuleta kuna wa fela bazala manya na sana
Absolutely.
ni akanyamo me bin generate jang o injulo kararo be jole fa bar hani ba ka fola dron julo la kan dron
But Dr.
we were
Manneh,
dead distressed
ndela jero do baro e office of the president aya ko feni the presidency mana mbe fokan baro ka kalimo do
yes.
They're very childish because honey a grade 6 student me alongo wala ibe na prepare for all level amanya lola podium maka banko because number one akomo ndol manya ndol ka krisa manya option manya talla silo kam baro ka tama sila jumale kan 2016 brabe ya jame brani ya jame be lola brabe atela utuma la convoy ka boli mana jumale kan no
nko seku wala nanko fodi nimbaro jita abe nyin silolu wutulale bae kala jibo ko na e samba ban abe loptanol wutulala e samba ban abe munekela fame taraje ateka abe campaigno kela 2016 silol men ka e taraje le mole o kije
exactly
wo mari fane
but uncle ani sai wo banjul share ko na highway jawara government e wo kije fate ko bori wo silo
nka wala foye wala na
ya jamela combo costa road muna nate ko tammi amansila do ko ateka bori woto muna naka bori woni wo silola
seku wala nankali ko barola in statements they are dictatorial tendencies because I development personalized ya ni banku tio president wa development personalized ikafole ko ntelenga nyinke alkanan kajafi alkanan jay alkanan criticize alijay because na favor le kali this is the real interpretation of what Barrow's behavior is ni wote ate karanta karambu men kono mole ola o lori ngole taraji
exactly
abe business o ke kan silol men kan mole ol dada
yeah
ate nata bata ke ka kafonya kontele nga dada nga dial alkanan jalay alkanan criticize at least al nyanta fula nyele nimba foda ma wole fo west coast jana URR fana sandun kole ko ngani silo dadale alma appreciate al ben criticize kan kamam better ayo fo jele fana wala nan te kan la moy barola kumola la video audio lumke be mabole nge fenke nge seclude nga save pour sama kam
but Dr. Manneh baroko natara temun toluti atete tamala nyin silolu kam ako nara tele mun tolti atebe sila dole nyin la barate tamalo silo kam yalo kumoje nyadi coming from a man me yalo ngo biraba fo abe ya jeme contest la ko nyine ni fulan la nyola ba automate ka tama ya jeme la silo kam fo barola ko man fa ke mira la kumola does he think before he talks
way mi yitandi wala baro fedi tele say
a desperate telephone
a fedi telephone a desperate katu ni one thing ni silolu ate man dala sedu ndije gabeno dal sodu ndije katu be ka tax fango jobi ndol be ka tax sojo ndol la ko do ko du nyinda la bure man du je ko tek sanji tan baro man tax dala sojo tax sanji tan
abuka tax jo ha
so at la ko tije to la ko do ka du nje
ndol ka tax jo la
julo min ka jo yes julo min ka du nje na tax ko do wala ko julo jo ate yatan to lantul ba jogan ate ka bure joje son tol tam silo ta ndol ni dar aflate karata bure na silo kan ndol tam silo ta tan silo
ta de buga na mo jo kan ndol ka jore kan ha
o kola molmi yeta yebula do kola ibe jole nyin jobe tola ibe ku faso be kele ibe dañi na wuli keme wulta lu wolu idi kana siko ko farti wolka no ntolle nyanta kamfala bi baro ma nyana kamfala ntolle bali na nyantola ntolle nga tinyale ka tun ka jomin na jor la na tambiri wolem nka dañi ni nyami dañi tam la tambiri wolem mbe feso fotol kala be ku be kala fo min fumata biyata nyanta falantula ala baraka notoka finye ko alin tentu ani ata ndol tol tentu la nyin silo gamenol tamu nyin silolti gamenol tamu nyin loptanolti ate mam bure keje soto manya na diamula bari fana nin momi yalo ko ye famma ji ibi ko ko modo fo moli hormone bunya ka metol fola bari baro feri tele wala tinna non tata ñin fora moli barna sabe to gambe non le bulu fo mi son nga sibang nga ko do bi di min namba nga tinya ka del ne mo di fetlan tambe di mole ya fu mandi e ka tinya abu kala ni mo mala ko do ba dame abu ko business abu ko kuma yandi ko tagi bimbe to molto bi baro le nyanta sila bi amir ha ñu kamen kenye ila hakobe nale mato ga fere kem fada ngila ngi jodo mandi no ko ke bari hani ala muskuda be tinyaro sunyaro la be sira be derin tek aman to soji anyaba afa wala suko ala muso na million tasba ni bulum taya do moja tous mo boji etc ar fonsi ya ko nyem na ka to bulega kimilo kema fula bije million tasaba million tawro wala mala bata dami o bembe deri gafi akana hadani nyin nabi kadi mo hadani role sa ton to le bul sa ngam non fo me sonnal ba ñe continuer bang fo mbada dilal sa ba nga kudo nga mo do sambana masa kundare la janta bi ka moru nyaani ning masa kundare nyanta ka silam wala not the other way around ntol manya na sila latela kan tolle ka sindin tolle sa wuli dino
in fact,
if
you read my mind was all about the final question on this Uncle Larry, just like Bausi Limen for Kunung during the fundraiser in Brikama, Barose 50-50 project, whatever. This is our election to lose. The UDP, inshallah, UDP will be election. The Gambians have decided. Alaning diamolu, alaning projects, all tentol na talala. But lafite Albanian in Kalamenna. Jang tubabdu jama bankol kan nyaton kol ka silela itolle ka silela banku di wala. Duka hani nya. But Gambia is the opposite. Baroma banku di ngol buna min horama. Because Baroka diamu sifa ki Gambia ntolla jang prime minister aliaja wala na prime minister be resign na he was so emotional almost more kala to media ba fukan ka be kumbokan.
Yep.
Abe kumbokan. He was literally in tears. Ya understand? Jang nyato ngol ka hanyu la banko bari Baroka Gambia no mutale ka banko dingol disrespect because near banko respect imanya na fala opposition ole fa alkana tamanna siloka. Baro nyi mankala sinya folo da ka fo mol atata blado le fana ko ha ngasilo lu do ko ngani kale al nyantan tentula le folo janal be nyini karo do ke la nana yo fo blado le fo
ay wala fo wulini sandu
ha akoy ko ngani mendi ala nyanda mana Baro man Gambia dingo respect on Dr. Manneh mana Baro is like because ndi manom fo ko farabo e nyama ke bara is it problem be banku dingo
exactly kari kamin foje kier samala kumbo ama folo kier samala no Margaret Thatcher in the 80s, Margaret Thatcher faka kumbo.
Exactly.
John Major John Major, same thing, John Major faka kumbo.
Yeah.
From Margaret Thatcher to Liz the other prime minister.
Liz Truss.
Liz Truss. Up to Liz Truss. Ibeka kumbo nibita.
Yeah.
We saw it. Boris Johnson every one of them.
Yeah.
Because it can't go ye tinya nyame kulum be di kana fo wala la
ha
yalon fanan ko kana legacy min tuje wala legacy sama bula le normally yal na ko nyata min kele ma ke ni malola ka boje wala le ka kumbo Baroto kumbola for 2020 December 2026 wala afara mi kumbola wala bulo kinna hente ngalo no katulu ala tarango banawlu ngole so mansa kunda ni bije hani man sila ala la yalo ko because if fe ofen do nyimba ko kan dala soti ini ga bedo bola nyote lakira but hani man sila ala le man ma lakira mira imira ba bin tula jani bara intema imira ba nini molbe de sate ko ni kala nyaadi nimbaro jita akakata man kam kundala kodi ngal be na jeli ayo mo jubele nyami katum Atlantico lo korda o ko busi yalla wo ayo fama yola
Jawo bitala
chief justice la wo ye o bitali chief justice la suwo ko do min sunya ko do ke wodo because what o bitala le because ninko momi ye sanjilu le wuli mi rek me fula solo na ko do na banko ko do nyenta dana million tan sabate million ke fula solo ya bonde min tol parce que o fogni aw ko dalo ko di jumal la fa o fogni katuna luwal ko len non ni nata yidunta ya fanya ni jelle kadu ni finte ni jelle ka finti ata biri ngol ko constitution da ko ho wata kala ay constitution bay wala fe 2020 constitution not just to second time o madam mamanta yer o de mamata da e bo constitution do second time bi jere bari fanan ko ni be du ne ni min du ya fanya ni finte ya fanya ni jelle ka finti baru la ka fa men ni jelle ka finti la fa ka fo moli ba fa moli dun fito o bi ko fa la tulo tala isi mun fa jaani bo fa yen ni fintal wo men bo fa la ni jelle kata ala ko sen ya for last time a commencé kunda mo be dun nyanta fa ni jelle ka dum ni fite ya fa ni jelle ka finti bi wala Sénégal il est président ko la finta ta fa ni jelle ka finti parlement kay hani ya ci kambe du fanam bu fanam ba falinal ni sita momon bi fintila yedu ni jelle dunta ni fina ni jelle ka finti président wo ministre wo IC top civil servants ñol wo ambassadeur li yo fa la ñere katun la tani ni sunya roye bang ni bokko la ko doti nyaay bang yes ni nata ini ko ta kili ni moto killing aske no le jejulo ta bankle ba say ko di bamuta ye ko dalo si kenol bara ba tan dal i ba tan dal nga jelle don to bank nga ñu so nyaay dañ ko dalo bi nga je moli jey ko dalo jan 10 15 20 million korda million ko la sanji tando ko maw ko do siba ya bondi men ne lo sanji fulani ya ya ko do gomi ñi le yim banko kam bi yin tilimbal yalla bi jan so gambe dingolu mfere tembel to million ko na kuru ya no ma laisle ne bol nyama masa kunda ka mo e falo sidda ma ka do moro ko wa fonni so lemba ani ni so ika nyamo de la adom bara manya na fendo mo lemman kata ni so siti ya la nyamo do ay la fi ro ko ay ñamudo bari la fiir fo na la fiir fo domo ibe kam falal
walonde
mon sakunda nga jomin ay o domo bari ne nga en fewol fana lawo kan be kam falal I mean c'est on est like America for example le président akamen do wala suwokono afon ka sang
avant la gasan
ni ngay pratique suwokono je bolle sambana comme ñu len Arsenal la football il faut le ba jola
state man yana jola
state bi ko jo ni state function lem yes banque sur state banque banque ko le bo jola bari to mal fon le ba jola bari jango bi ka jang person bi ka fen sang fo fen deta ka kala nya deta nya mi nga bejo nin ko do man singa environment skin ko do sawda la account state house account ma ñal la kila
Abaraka Dr. Lamin Manneh and Uncle Lare. So I'm going to close on that update on the coalition program or wrap up few callers or Tarek. Alabaraka Baki. So quickly, I'll more update on the coalition talks because until we are confused, and I don't think we should be because I'll not last week. I'm about LMM for Patiolme UDP, and there was about 6 of them with one civil society group. But from last night, we understand there was a program on a Sobaya platform. You got particular damale UDP and those. You control coming from Namoli, I told coming from Namoli, Alka G Mondole Duntol Blokono. So you got particular drone, you all for a platform with a Kunun Sudoba, and Temalamo, but some of my colleagues listened to it. They said you got Sobaya and Golgo.
Yes, I was there.
Yeah, apply is here, apply Cabin in like 2.
Yeah, from Sobaya.
Sobaya, you go.
To clarify, because I'm coming last Monday, officer from UDP. We don't go there private to the this thing, but they were just let's say you clarify.
We'll hear from them. Then Uncle Larry, but I don't know whether you want to start on that.
Yes, I mean, al nyanta mellon ante UDP called doto ila kuokanja kalle. Because there is a lot of misinformation going out there. But nin natan dia muta molie. Mamera confusion nyanta tarlaje. Because membe caring awale falie. Esa fal na la molwe nyin dia mu jama men. Kabring anying what they call a straw vote. Party fula, registered party fula. Will lack of candidate led. GDC ning APP Sobea. Party nani ko party led. Who are those? UDP, PAP, GANU, ADD, aning civil society fula.
ADB. So, what about GANU? Yeah, GANU for it. What about AD? What about ADD?
No fanam for it.
ADD. But last time it was about 6. PPP do.
Nko UDP. Yalo wato PPP mantara kuol kon.
Okay, basket from the onset. Okay.
Yes. Mbe nyinko fola wato menna party fula le ko candidate led, which are GDC aning APP Sobea. Party naniko party led, which is UDP, ADD, GANU, and IMPAP. So alafonye party fula sembosi wara no party nanti nyadile.
No, I'm impossible.
And since then, PPP Fanang has joined, and PPP Fanang is with us. Yes. PPP. That's fine. PPP. They have joined, and they also with us on party led.
And who you mentioned another party?
Yes, go PPP, and then now GFA, maybe that was a party.
Oh, GFA.
We are yet to confirm that, but we got information that they also go for party led.
Okay.
You just confirm, it makes it 6.
So that make it just for clarity. That is 6, excluding UDP. That is 6.
So two Saturdays ago, 4 voted Lare forming for 10, and since then PPP has confirmed that they are with us party led. Okay, and
that was
GFA
last Saturday.
Last Saturday PPP was there. The 4 votes were 2 Saturdays ago.
Okay.
Just after that vote, PPP called to say they are with us. That makes it 5. And this past Saturday, PPP was there, and they are with us. GFA we can waiting, but we understand that they are also with us. But we put a question mark on that, but we not confirm officially yet.
Okay.
So 5 clearly with UDP on party led, and potentially a 6th one.
So most Africa, GDC, APP Sobea, and the newly registered one, because I understand from Grapevines they got their registration, UMC.
They are not registered.
Well, is it because not the newspaper yes because they got the registration?
Yes, newspaper are full, but Aleo moy IEC lelaban.
I don't know whether the IEC has statement or not. I sort of watch on Gambia.
No, IEC man statement, but there is a lot of misinformation out there on these issues.
Okay.
Alianta melon na dron wala munyentiko. GDC, APP Sobea, they are the only two registered political parties, many candidate-led support.
Okay, GDC and APP.
Yes, registered political parties. Then you had UMC and in some civil society
UMC movement
seven of them for candidate-led. And then you have 6 registered political parties for candidate-led, plus Citizens Coalition for Change, and in 2 other civil society entities. Lamin Manneh.
No, four others contacted us on Saturday. Because they are coming with us. But there was no vote on Saturday, so they could not be registered as such. But on Saturday, 4 others contacted us, say they are coming with us.
But those are those civil society groups? They are civil society groups, right?
Yes, civil society groups and NGOs, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
But concerning registration only, I'm coming for something. UMC, maybe they were registered or not, I don't know. But what I do know is that today we had a meeting with IEC.
Okay.
And 22 political parties were invited.
Okay.
The 22 political parties registered in the Gambia were invited. UMC was not on that list.
Okay. And that meeting took
place. Maybe it was late. You may invite. Maybe they are registered. I don't know. But what I do know was that they were not in that meeting today. Yeah.
I think Dr. Manneh, IEC is creating a lot of confusion. Yeah. IEC needs to come clean, because I saw on Kerfatu that IEC has reported that 2 new parties have been registered, and they were going to be invited to a ceremony. This is what Kerfatu is saying, IEC is saying. So all these rumors and everything, IEC should just come clean and stop all this. You understand it?
That is a procedure.
Yeah.
Kerfatu post la Facebook page.
Go ahead.
They have a reliable source.
Okay.
A reliable source who told them 2 political entities will be registered, and one of them is UMC. Reliable sources.
They are not quoting the IEC. They're just quoting their source.
No. Molbukanil read Kandeke. They didn't read it properly. Kerfatu made it clear they have a reliable source. Wala nanganyinin karoke nko fale nyimoy IEC lelabang. Because IEC man femfo, they didn't even react to Kerfatula's statement. And I think rightly so. You cannot respond to all this misinformation piece by piece.
Because look,
in fact,
we are just discussing
last month. In fact, last month we had monthly stakeholder meetings with IEC.
Yeah.
They will not be reacting to social media rumors and information peddling is not true, which are just so they will not react to that. They don't have time to react to those things. So
since this announcement was done, and in fact I saw it on a platform, although they are celebrating already. They're celebrating that they got a registration.
Let them celebrate.
That's okay. That's okay.
For last Wednesday and for new Wednesday, but I haven't seen any announcement from the PRO of the IEC and no statement. To be honest, I'm not bothered with their registration. Register or not, it doesn't bother me.
It
doesn't bother us. Okay, just love the audience only Kalamata, because new coalition the arm only until we don't myself, Uncle Lare and Dr. Manneh, we don't really care. In fact, if they register them, they are Gambians. So we have no problem. So we are not bothered with their registration, but the clarity needs to. If they are registered or not, IEC should just come out and make a press release.
Seku. Seku.
Now?
We are getting distracted.
Yeah.
Yes.
IC are register, IC ma register to la kute auto.
Exactly.
IC nyante register la le fan tefe, IC nyante register le nganyo tembolong.
Because they are Gambians, they should.
Exactly.
So anything else is a distraction. Kana blow argument normal.
Yeah.
Nye ignore nga focus on our activities, on our programs. Nye register, nye congratulate. Like
exactly.
Having a bank campaigns local.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
This is it.
And so
now,
I'm necessary.
Lare coming for thing. What the Gambians should understand. 2021, even Biri and Sunya, they gave us 238,000 votes.
Okay.
Nobody comes close. And since then, all the elections, basically in Toleni NPP Katawa election or NPP coalition. NPP coalition on the Bute parliamentary election by popular vote.
Yeah, popular vote. And also
they had no seats because of gerrymandering.
Yeah.
As for parliamentary, it's because of gerrymandering. No one popular vote the mania conti parliamentary election to vote CRT.
Yeah.
Yes. Chairmanship elections. The vote set the popular vote to win.
Popular vote.
And we control 4 of the biggest regions in the country. The top 4 regions in the country control. Council elections in popular vote. So election bill at your controlling a booty a better. So we are growing. So what vote does not count, that is history. No. It's up to the latest elections.
So Melka for UDP la votes will be declined. I think that is good that you pointed out the last election.
That's wishful thinking now. What?
UDP has been winning in popular votes. The latest election on member NPP than popular votes.
All of them.
Local government.
Parliamentary chairmanship and council obeying a popular vote.
3 elections.
3 elections. Popular vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's important to Gabeloli, I remember.
Uncle, I just want you guys to give us the latest update. So where are we on this coalition talks? When do we envisage final decision in terms of coalition, Jumalebe Tarlaje, and when will we have this decision? Because now end of July, somebody was saying, the other group was saying end of July they will announce the coalition flag bearer.
UDP call Allah ko. Why are we fixed on that? What we should be fixed on is ning patiol be diamukan, ning other entities be diamukan.
Okay.
And so far, the trend is we will get a coalition of some sort.
Okay.
Whether a coalition or abe GDC dabe tarlaje la date tarlaje APP sobe alo date tarlaje olela fonko
olela standile.
Yes. So tolmanya na focus la okang alanga focus mbe kacha menkang alia lonko we are getting close to concluding this thing.
No, Uncle, you know why we're asking the question? We know that UDP is in talks with groups, so that's very clear. But why UDP is still part of that coalition? We haven't pulled out. We're still in those meetings.
But in the pull out, it will not be strategic to pull out.
So what people are asking, if you are in part of a discussion, you might pull out people, and now you are getting mixed information that on the 11th of July they will announce, but we're still part of that discussion. So the question is being asked, where are we? Because we're part of the talks.
We are continuing to talk.
Yeah.
And you guys should trust us. We will do what is good for the country and what is good for the party. Whether it concludes at the end of June, middle July, late July, is immaterial. What is immaterial? To laughter men.
Okay.
Nyanta focus la wala. Nko there is a lot of misinformation going out there, and the intention is to rile UDP supporters because they know UDP supporters are passionate about getting this thing right, and we will get it right. But ika information on nati, ika tolle disorient.
No, don't disorient, no.
We
are in this. Some people are. We have been in this for long. We are used to this kind of things. They cannot
misinformation. Seku. The intention of misinformation is to disrupt. Kodi. So near misinformation nati kafoko e carry register le anda mar register mamoi officially. We disregard it. Nico coalition talks be banna end of July le.
No, 11th of July. Apologies. I misspoke there. 11th of July.
Timeline. Timeline lock. Nalon ne kombe be kachakan and sometimes na memfo dronko by the end of July everything should
Lare, 11 July is there.
11 July is
the deadline.
In fact, those organizing it will for a news share with the media houses. They said that. The ones that are organizing this coalition talk. They will announce this on 11th of July.
They base that on the work plan.
Yes.
But we are not adhering to the work plan. We are behind on the work plan. Timeline bijele. Bari nkana focus work and back. Na focus process ninkang. Na focus ko ikanan disrupt by giving us misinformation. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Dr. Manneh, do you have something to add on before we open the lines to others to?
Yeah. Do
you have anything to add on to this before my line only?
Yes, no, Lare coming for that's correct. You know, we are working diligently to have the coalition. And at the first meeting, the 11th of July is the deadline. And by that deadline, we want to have our flag bearer. And on the 14th of July, we have and announce it to the Gambians. We may or may not be able to respect that deadline, but we are working diligently towards that. And as Larry said, our only objective is to secure something that is useful and valuable to the Gambian electorate and the UDP supporters. And we will do that. And we will come up with that, we'll deliver. So whatever happens before then may determine whether we go that far or not. Because what we did make clear to everybody is that we are going to make sure that we bring in a coalition that can win, that can beat Barrow. And if we are honest with each other, we are negotiating, we respect each other, we do everything we can. We don't even communicate on this. We leave it to the spokespersons of the coalition. We've not been talking about it much. But say every Gambian has to realize that.
Somebody just asked a question on the comment section. Okay, what about NUP? Which side do they belong to?
NPP?
NUP.
They are on their own.
Oh, no. NUP came to one or two meetings and they stopped coming.
Oh, okay.
So they are no longer part of it.
Okay.
Just like APRC No to Alliance came once, and then they stopped coming.
Oh, really?
So we don't. Those people are not coming anymore. Yes.
Wow.
And GFA came, I think, 2 or 3 times, and they have not been coming. But I think the last time, Larry, maybe a last meeting I think they had somebody there.
Yes.
They didn't stop coming. Yes, so they are back again, etc. So we are making progress with a number of parties, with a number of areas, and a number of institutions in their political entities. So it's moving forward. And everybody knows that a coalition of the opposition in the Gambia without the UDP is not viable. It's not viable. Yes, and last Saturday, although we don't like to talk about what was said in the meetings with our two spokespersons, but sometimes you have to clear the air when you have misinformation. And the misinformation going around compels us to say that the last meeting, a number of people in the hall did say that after we spoke, Lare and I, a number of people said, look, let's be honest with ourselves. UDP is vulnerable. Without UDP in the opposition, the coalition is not viable.
Yeah.
So most people have acknowledged that fact. People who didn't vote with us.
Basically, Dr. Manneh, can you remember then only two parties endorse is false?
It's patently false.
Okay.
It's false. Of course, it's false. It's false.
It's not false. It's not
and
just false.
What is distressing in all of this? Milika for APP Sobea, they were present during the voting. So why would they go out and peddle something so?
Who said this?
Siga Bass, I don't know, APP Sobea.
Oh,
but maybe Siga Bass is not even part of the delegates.
But Hanaman Taje, they should know. Yeah. Anybody speaking on behalf of APP Sobea would know.
Ablai, Doctor is talking. Both of you are talking at the same time. Okay. Sorry, Doctor.
Anybody speaking on behalf of APP Sobea would have been informed by APP Sobea. They should know.
There's no reason why they should give that misinformation. That's the official also at the venue, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what they are telling you. Authorized. They should have come out and cleared the air. Wow. Like there was a consensus that we was candidate-led. We came out. We said no, that's not true. We debunked it.
Yeah.
So they should have come out and cleared the air.
Okay, somebody was asking why is Hassan Martin as a spokesperson of this coalition talk, why is he not coming out to set the record straight when both sides are giving this misinformation? What's the role of the spokesperson of the coalition?
Yeah.
Good question, but I think they did put out something to say that the consensus was a mistake. That's not true. There was no consensus. There was a vote, and it will count to 4 parties during that vote. 4 parties voted voted for party-led, and then 2 parties and 8 organizations voted. So that's 10 voted for candidate-led. So for us, it was 4 parties and 1 political entity, which is the party, only voting. And on the other side, 2 parties and 8 entities which are not political parties voted for candidate-led. And we are working on a formula which says that there must be weighted voting. Parties which have been in elections for presidential elections, which have been in elections for parliamentary, chairmanship, council elections, cannot be at the same weight in voting as a CSO that was set up 2-3 months ago, who have no track record in politics anywhere. They cannot be the same. So there's an argument going on there on that for the moment. It's not settled. These are things we wouldn't want to talk about normally.
Yeah.
We've kept quiet about it for 2 months plus. But because when there's this information, if we keep quiet, we acquiesce and we consent.
Yeah.
Silence is consent.
Yeah.
Which will mean that we accept that we will follow Tonyati, and it's not true. Yeah. So we are obliged to come out and set the record straight. Otherwise, because for 2 months, we're there in the month for the past couple of days, we are talking because Tonya no one thing in Tonya Tano levels so we'll come out.
Okay, one question from me, then I'll hand over to the audience. Dole comment section, I think I know the answer, but I'll just ask for his Atela because what about PDIS? Where do they belong to?
My friend.
PDIS man meeting also, they were setting up what was called Team Gambia. It's another kind of a coalition setup.
Okay.
But then Malik Jolie engaged. Actually, it will have to be coalition out. So they support the coalition talks, now continue, and subsequently they would consider whether to come and join or not, but they are with us in spirit and in heart. But they are not participating in the discussions.
Thank you, Dr. Manneh. Dr. Uncle Lare Sisay. So apply, I don't know, I think I made them on
No, I just want because the parties that accept party-led coalition is ADB, CCC, PPP, GANU, and PAP.
CCC is a civil society organization.
They are talking with GFA. And also
no. You got GFA support, le. Also mute no bang. Demo mute. Okay, sorry.
Okay,
mute. Mute Dembo. Dembo mute. May mute no de. If I'm mute, please.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, apply. Just for clarity, it's okay. PAP, GANU, ADD, PPP, Gambia for all. Okay.
Is it ADD
and
or
UDP?
ADD.
ADD, ADD.
Okay.
It's not ADB. It's ADD.
What about Tabora Manneh, Mr. Manneh?
Walamu Party.
That's PAP.
Oh, Walam. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Okay. So for clarity, because Malafi confusion all because last time I focused on 7 or whatever. There is a civic society group, but all party ultimately they are in favor of UDP party, right? So just for clarity, we don't want to create.
NDP past 9 months ago.
Sorry. Can you repeat that again? Sorry.
They formed a partnership where they Fatu Network some few months ago. Is that still the case? Maybe Fatu Madibojangla Party and GANU, they went in partnership. Is that the same or they've dissolved it?
Malo, do you guys know the answer to that?
Seku.
Huh?
Yeah, no.
Nimbemu speculation let.
Okay.
People are talking to each other under the table below the radar.
Okay.
But there is no evidence for NDP in this political entity are in partnership to dissolve.
No man dissolve for. They formed it already, so that means the two parties are studying.
He's trying to clarify.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Let me come in here. NDP, organization, went into a coalition alliance, whatever you call it, with NUP of Lamin Manneh. GANU was approached, but we are not clear whether they signed or not. Okay. Bibi Dabola GFA and Usman Gajigola party, they merged. But GFA is still part of the coalition talks. Okay. So these are smaller entities coming together to increase their bargaining power. Isaji fanal sembo si kafuno ninkacha sita ninyu cool sita pour ka juwe jumala bi kele moneti akadol sembo kafule tonyal.
Yeah.
So wole kolbe ke kanne. Ndo fanal sanol bi ndol ya sign because doli fanal approach len sanol nga sign but ma fe man sign follow. Because we believe in this bigger coalition talk now can offer follow fu jani kube kela. But it doesn't mean hanata ye was signed fanang. Maybe ka continue you sign but kanale kanani kachalto because ilaftele ning yalong tomorrow of certain to me we will decide now ning a program we have the coalition program and everything focus see butunga jibe saying me power sharing kala nyadi so power sharing ning a to fana ka futu nyole la sembo war man ko si for si fana advantage on ten la jikoto la miroto America ko le kam but me bali nana coalition talks so they are still in the coalition talks. No.
Okay, just Madam Sana, you can continue. Ngamera clarity ak Dr. Manneh ako NDP ke ba mari boja NDP ani NUP wole alliance of form.
Alliance sign.
Yeah, GANU, but there is no headway on that. So
Yes.
Okay, because
Yeah, we're not clear.
months ago from Fatu Network. But nonetheless, during discussion of Bantamo last week, we went into the Facebook report from the record, and we remembered Uncle Larry ADD for it. I Gambia for all for. I Atondi Ninganu for. I PAP for. And then I remembered he talked about the CTC, that's the civil society organization. And then, of course, UDP was it. So, until Dadan Komolioko is 7 parties because Nyako was 6 lem and 1 political party. Because there was this rumor, Alemin for Tony Alem, everybody talking about co-candidate led them. And we had to budge in to tell them, no, you were not told the exact information correctly. We know that this was the agreement that 6 political parties in 1 movement that made it 7. And then the rest, many along were allowed to accept. Most of them from our Kanamutaloko, they weren't even registered with register of companies in the Gambia. So technically the weight is not as strong as a party led is or currently. So it is true. Ming debunk on the weekend. From Sobea supportally. And I guess this is what is trending among them. Sobealem and UMC, they're the ones that are talking about this issue negatively against us.
okay, I think
Seku,
yeah,
it's to be expected for those two to align and also to say and do the things that they are doing.
yeah.
Until after Mole men understand. Nkana song Baroy and distract.
Yeah.
But in Kana song APP Sobe and in UMC and the others to also distract our base.
Absolutely.
Our base should have the confidence core. We are in this thing because we believe strongly core. UDP is the biggest, strongest, most nationally spread party to lead the coalition.
Mm-hmm.
And we will do whatever is necessary to ensure ko into laughter menanga soto. Now, what our people should also understand is that, these coalition talks, there are coalition talks within the coalition talk.
Yeah.
So it's always, dunia bele maka ke walenya.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we may end up with 2 or 3 different coalitions, different alignments, but in Tolu, so far we have the majority of the registered political parties on our side.
Mm-hmm.
Yo nying CCC menganka foteng. They have submitted their registration request to the IEC. At the same time as the others, they are also waiting for a decision. But in Aloneko, it's a huge civil society organization that has branches all over the country. And it's led by very young people. Wol ben kanne, nyindon fana mennata lankan. So alin kana song nyulien derail by misinformation, by the grandiose talk that Barrow is talking. Because ninna base railta drunk, they succeed. But in ninna base ko namol vijele, they will make sure we get what we deserve. I mean, I think that should be reassuring enough for everybody within UDP.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. Say ngada, Madam Sani, thank you.
That's all, yeah,
thank you. Ngada, dembo mbade keba diam for so kurate la alaji keba bismillah.
Yo se unga molbe konton sane balamange konton ablay konton ngadembo konton ngan na jesol konton memu Dr. Maneti aning sise kundanko Lare Sisay nga fanan konton se membi jang wala tonya ngalo ne ko mol hamobe warning and mol la kumpol be warning. But I believe that we should trust ourselves because niko mol yeko alinga kacha ima niwa kacha be kele kuma man fojo men sitiyar samana inyan kela moy la kacha mu kela moy nyola lam kacha andun tay mo bije ndolla patio mbam break soto ko kacha le be kele alinga na ko suspend ndol be na do ko wala ko nyanta kala nyama.
Yeah.
Ore sono solita kanga maso bang intoli ngani la kombita carte fayol. Andu ndo be ko. Namo nam fana ki create represent je wol yalo ne jumala ni UDP ti yalo ne mo mune mo la kan koti ani yalo ne ko mol de men bat kan itolu bulu. Andu be nyanta bilifal ko ten tol disappoint. Hanna tere ko nyin katala fa September ay tol tora munala because intol be na campaign. Njabe na pati dala luolu abedo ko menna nala timo mod. Woto ning atara ko kachalu be keri andu nyagele ko to mom pull out of kachakon woto nyanta gi ko sutala ko kachalu membe keri aman tora fenna fana en da hande fen andu mo nyanta no understand no wolen ka total agreement ko mo be be la yo ko be ko ya nte fana ma this fan personally ko nim mem malaf ka da ke ndu pra akoro kan ay na da ke ja ka kaftinya ka fo nal ko ngala nyo kan mo be nyanta na la on decision la anda nyanta kala la kan ko te lafta min karle yake nali o ke anda katara alla do ko ka sonya ba ni mol ko be treso le la mol kam pour molum dan ko dor ngala nyo kan ko 2016 ke tanyame abina problem mo le fela woto alinga la moy na wakili na do ko ke kapu UDP man slow down na fan na campaign system auto anin be ko men keka indiketa ko in the end akole mo jamale nyabola andun sontal ko ngamen ki wol min funti kensa ko murlankan dono keta ba mo be la dono keta kan group la wakan ntol be na do ko la andun men la fa pro ni tole la nyokan isanta ko dinale min tole la nyokan andun ibina ni nani la ko de la fa la fa no force to ni wo keta doron nka men ni mba sutola kam mo so men mo ngam ya kilomita yedo ko wala so me aka kam mo so min yaron ko lata yo kam bari mantara ngani akiri la je nyal manke kino woto lata la ko na men ki yenna kuma andi de naddo ko la alna ko tan ko hanni ngamo le fang ko September le ben conclude aman tol tora fenna ka tin tol ben na campagne la ko hanni kilin ne bitan tol pare kala ngata nim baro lo andi tol le babu sande ala ba
abaraka ke wayla yamaro betera la I think we should remain focused atol menga Abla, I told me that Domire will a platform or the now if you for you take it with a pinch of salt, okay? Because
no, for me alone, I was quite sure that we can move for his misinformation.
Yeah.
But then for some of our people listening, for them, when I'm going, I know the economy today, so I told you I'm putting my argument down. Let them just go on it. It's not for me. It's not.
In fact, tomorrow they will also be on member caring and Navajan coalition or the Amo on topic or Tibetala member caring sama. So if I clarify the radio, but if currently every Monday they will give us updates in terms of the situation of the coalition. So you live in Golu, Ale Kumo Moijam, Aluota, Kumo Dolbe Karajan platform or Ali Lamoy, but Alcana border. You understand?
Mbika Ablay la voice is very low.
Ablay voice is very low.
For some of our militants, very diaspora, Ningo Kodo Moi, Molda, me around Monsignor, Janibita, you can contact CDD, Etala Fenko, they message you Safari. CDD can contact these elders, Melbourne Gambia on the ground. For any information, me around Koila clarify. So I'm advice just like Kebaya Fanyamin, let them not distract us. In fact, it's a more distract not of na molbe do ko le until the whole year if a political land they are doing that. Thank you.
Okay, Abaraka,
it's a very good suggestion.
Good suggestion. Janni nale kibarol mo after media team we mentioned you can come to me or you go to Nibe Diaspora and come to me, but overall media save camera and myself work together. So nale nyininga will give you clarity. Mbal caution na memfana na fema fendi aje online, don't just run away with it. Okay.
Exactly.
In this
Exactly.
AI again, if you go online, Nimo UDP code advocacy UDP la Canada dem ila platform. Okay. Verify first. Your cushion was sort of the no. Uncle Larry Kong and Yina Walla, co mantle eating can topic. He registered a register. Uncle Larry advice on my demo. Angolari ko ngani la ko register bali amantol tora fenna so ngano ke topic.
It's a distraction.
A distraction olo yalon dembo wol ni ñu bu ko fata ñoma gamara ko nango Angolari ñin dembo ka falige ñin TikTok ol dani ñu yam ci ngol so ngol daro.
Ani sayne ya fo kele lalle muti barali sabari.
Okay, Tida kijana farangala to join na le Tida mbadenga Tida join ya faranga be Tida mbadenga ta Tida be Gambia le mbadenga ta
ani in capacity mental
Tida kijana
in capacity mental ba
war Tida fa mala request de fara ko Tida request kile ba ha bare ma Tida request o kina meje de Tida request o kina mela fengo
mbe namolu tentula ke jay kotenke ngaje performance men ke
kunum brilliant performance
full racing andum mba fola le ko bravo wala tina mo kana jutu fangala bawo nin tol be diaspora jang dol be si sol konkon na nyantalo non men be Gambia jatol le muti katu ngaje le demonstration men ke ni ko me ko manke rally leti itelal comme mol fon bamra fon ñu ra sutorali le commande ban andu mol men na tawto ibe na te fangole ye kodo le jo andu e manna free la kana auto bari e sacrifice te lo ta patio nyame di ko bambandi le ko tonya nim men kumpo be ko mune be Gambia anyanta ko ile male ko men de Gambia tonya mol yen na ko mo moy la andu Gambia dingol paretale ka je ko falindiro ke nyinan andu ala fangole dankum na le ko falindiro abe kala le nyinan so bari mba silo le kan andun sila koy le mbe menkan gikol be warlinne alin kana so molla gikol tinya amanta sun fenna fo nga men specule doron ka fo kariñol ikar mi la kariñol men ke fo atumando wol fon la lolo min kol fon la kayra
wallahi
amman ci ko ngol be against anybody men ka lafta man sañi la ngol man ka against anyone personally ngol ko malla fi barola man sa continue andun tol mu UDP nati ndole man sakunda kendo bi no la bankol andun tol ngan singolo sin fanyale kan nimol be kataka nson tele kon tol le majority ti Gambia nanata patie la menu be lorin bitilo alin kana so naw kan biye dibel na jelo ni last Saturday men kata brikama men bina kala August wala sebbo be warla woto alin sonko na kuol mbe men kam be sila kendo le ka andu moten tol murundi no la ko mo fanante soto no le ita ko moteto opposite ntol be mo le opposite kam fo mo do len tol fana opposite
tonya
ko mi wala na we have to understand that and know that not everyone will love us, not everyone will hate us.
True.
In fact, lot of people love us and they are with us. So alin kana bula ko be non kana ko be tujede barin kana bula ko fanan be no ma anda kana mon dum monen na ko patili da ka funi nyame mon ten tol jawo ntol banko be jawo mentu mu adama baroti anala ko sakunda andu woli yalo nen tol mu menti banko mo yalo nen tol mu menti alinga concentrate wakan men nu lafta pour ni ke kilomoti ni wol be kala kilomoti le wala be sonoya men nu malla fi ana kana tinga ni wol ke kilinti kata bitan na kafo abitam ndi la ko male to ndol ni barote masay mur ko matije mba bondi lale aro fangalo ndala man sa bantale imamu ya kakuma talaburu ngomen abela banna alfa nengol le la kene bato kadu a datile anda te murno la ko anda talon sain faaka donc koton kumol le foko seneran dabo li fenko abuka kuma suka be men fono la moli so alinga lonko wato sitale konka men fo moli ko ku watle bal ni la wato site ke hakintule kadu ni ne hakintu tumando kana sangara bula ko lu dale bari ntol sontal ka ko
but this is getting too long.
Okay, Keba, I have to interject there because the guests want to go. So, so maybe don't continue. Let's just allow them to wrap up if you don't mind. They've been here 2 hours 33 minutes already. So if you don't mind, then Tida Kijera Malamfo, you have a question for them. Then Sarodi. Yeah. Tida Bijalaba.
Assalamualaikum
Inimbara. Okay, my after you question on you gala for.
It's not a question for by social media for
you understand control dolu because of the followers all. Until now, we no paid killing. Until ten na moy no la come like mirror kala fi mem moy la wala muko. For dabo be no la bang fate lol. So ni so ko dol findita like information dol findita dabo yalo ke ka fo mol yoko hajil kana candidate kuto le tombo. Kala followers call patandi paake le ka call le ka audio kinye ni yol ka tora so until dol ka fa ko baba be lol.
Okay.
Nalia boy fana alalong ko mantera ko like bulal nyak but we are trying to calm our followers for you had to really talk to last what that malafat.
Okay, abaraka tida. Okay, abaraka saying abaraka Uncle Lare Sisay and in Dr. Maringal Blato later and thank you so much for all the time that I'll come in dinner. Samangalo sama fana be interviews or Lamin Manneh so kutale. So I'll just Salodi the Ngatol Blato later.
Good. Seku inila lamoir lalu aning Lamin. Yeah, UDP, we are in a very favorable outlook. Let me put it that way. Favorable in the sense ko molbe batarim banko kan. Konko be molla, mindo be molla, feto be molla. Nyanta alonna ko Adamo Barrow abe dameng abe jakal rinne. Me nanka abe jakal rinne. Ite presidento sanjitang ibe sirang menka. Imam fenke no. Yela manifesto bondi. Imam fenke no. Manifesto kola. Ibe mol kajafila dro ibe mol nenna. Ibe mol attack la. Neoje momo le salon ka bantabulle. Abatabulle kata man fen sota be memfola. Nata nunko ay brikama meeting nying ay use le pour ka fo molie abe menkela banko e rather than ka listo di molla listol men ya lonko anyante kela le sanji konon to command nata ko a serious ta abe wala kela sama fanan nata ate bije ala agriculture minister bije mafo no dobali ibe makoylan no nyamen sama foka ibe mo atako drone anunte katula fula mole yalon koto senu ka ala style kukilim bije ika kol be fo amala nie dol fama ka jelel ikamera be kamfala kol men na katara jeleri na be jelela dron because a lonko be iba katakan ne kan distract because ni atema yenna supportal ma iba fola mankende ake batala dunta jana bota jana andung atele kende ate ila president baro ni aja betamale kamera pus olem so nkana song yen distract nkana song ye misinformation nati kol kono fo na jakali because mantara jakali ku kono mbe lokuri nyin ko e bakele ni ala sonta mbe lokuri nyin ko e bakele nkana song ni len distract nkana song yen discouraging because itolle be jakalo bumba bebe tolle bala yalo nimmo jakalta ka attacking neke ay deflection ke ay attacking ke ibe walla because ita fono la moli be banko sambala nyame i mista wala 10 years so mentuta je drong kam provoke kan neng kan kajafi pour nga kamfa ni kamfata nga kuol forma we banko be nyatilindin tolni tolla problem mot rather than ka banko la development for nte lafta al dani la wala femfe ni UDP dingula muti UDP supporta la muti alonko nyulube jakalrin 1 2 jakalo koma il laftam provoke la le pour kan direl kan distract nkana song yen direl nkana song yen distract i kan distract nyamen do wala mu kan na keballe attack yalon nien na kebal attack nteka fo en alibula jenna dindingul ijabi barintol kebalu manyanne ijabi lan tol nyanta focus la be patio sembentu ya la nyaadi le be patio position la nyaadi le pour kanyim banko busi nyim marala kurun kon ntelafta UDP kol danila walla alsal hako tunye ninga fem fo jam me alon ko manya na fulala al hako boendinya bari
la baraka ongolar iman tana fo jam good advice
kana song yen distract nga focus doro nga focus
yeah baraka bake Uncle Lare Sisay, thank you for your time. So Dr. Manneh, Francis Arodi, please.
Segu lafta min fola la reye min fo ay kumo bande nte be mi lalaw kandron wala mu min fo milka mira ko ika gambianul fadila usen la ka foka hakke baata le krete na dun tajanale kunun ko ma lafta usen jelani dak cala kudo lela ngaka ta nyanyon kunun ko le mo fundraising lumote ngaka nyam majina be latu tarin moliya mi mo kusoto dolu sangol lemu dolu futusito le dolu kulliyo le dolu visit le fos uraro murtana ngaje fundraising dulade kunu nyanta jela ko de ni Lare bare ngambat ne fabal fu Lare tabala tala kudan karto majeno ndi tarta jenne fo talantan nin kilo suto mo no ko nana rafa du gara ko madinga kaje nyanda fenne fo layno amanna fo I think 20 to 12 I said 20 to midnight avec bantay ban ko do ko wala avec UDP la do ko wala ngaf mo len ko akantul korendile at least e kan korendile so manke moti mi yalon ko do ko le atama mi yalon ko sanjo abale kula final point nying IEC nyenta la nying revising court min tote
yeah
after nying supplement voter registration nan na kul parendi aba be supervise kan Gambia be ma minji the 2025 November Election Act ala annex to forms ñu lebje form 1 form 2 form 3 etc. Form 4 men ko the most important form ti nyanta tala revising court lo nak ulemu na claimant form on form one it was a be ma be bondi loi to karado bi jew man finti fam commission ba
wow
no man da no num multi revising court
je
de no revising court so la ntol do maji kambe mo maji han IEC ko maji Usain le Yalo is always reading, always checking.
Nothing escapes him. Nothing escapes him.
Tumbe kanam. Atele oje ko nying form number 4, which is the most important form actually in the act. Abema fintije karado bi the most important part man fintije. Alaji SW na national wala ki jelt ata altal ni IC yin kulkacha. Dia fosa sama parliament ka dakata ba. Wale mobe safe. Wale election no safe. Itata je IC ko to yala yaje ñu mistake baladi. For printing la fu number amantanya.
So IC lawyer that evaded them.
Ha mbemina ku jawje mo beka check ba dul kanam molu man. Akay to fara maji. Bar Usain layaji.
Wow.
To tell you links ay febika kanama ko ni selu be saldu. Si serun be do febika kanama ka bejen. So Usain layinji wala molu safe. So sign B IC ko ko say ya be to patole ko ya be gazette yo ko ya sign.
Wow, good. Thank you, Bausino.
Ni mo yum tanu revising court no. So mo mimbe o nyama febika kanama to fo la refere de sakero ga sambay e fi alatu ya na sam. Alatu ya na sam. Aba be read la hani ko ma be kanama ji. So mo mon ka mo le ko nyinke ba sa ban do ko na fe tu nyati je ni do ko min no ay batamin tano ay ko min keno ka ala endurance be nyamin ay to akantul be ko le patio be mobe so mo kana wo danku because ni man taw nyamin to do to bula no man te bula mo no mer gambe batal bi ko adam baro bay ngana mo so ni gambe batandit o tekela
wow is spectacular.
We have the best and the most qualified, most tested, most experienced presidential candidate. 30 years in the job of opposing dictatorships and all the corrupt governments. Minister in the government, vice president, top lawyer in the country, top constitutions in the country. Who else can boost that experience in Gambia? The value of experience of Gambia could president.
In fact, aka si nyim function also ibuka jabe jinkola be nebaro sindota sino fai boy.
2 years ago, we were in UK. Anata. He left for Gatwick about 3 or 4 in the morning. After that, I'm told Sama Airport, we are late. And I go on the responsibility level. He assisted airport for 2 hours. Ndaranga saje nyakuyati je kamfati je tusti je dole formal bra don't worry nata Dakar ntinyanta je osuto fo sima wata dal sima Dakar ba ngasa manan ko botatal ako hanide ndelbe sima na yonte sima mata siman ngati batala ko albe botatal asite fo talanta nim fulani tala suto 10:30 ana rumbe sima ta nyol ngati je fo midnight ta gadu fuka mane tayti la sai ko dal be ngatalla. After traveling from 3-4 in the morning.
No, he's very energetic.
Osuto fa ay nawe 3 hours on sija wuto kala wirdol ni salol ni fonkon. And ko di following de ko tege. Mo ci lo beke Dakar. Mo to je Dakar 5 o'clock. Mo fa jam fo so mo suma da ko tege 4 in the morning. So like 48 hours travel, and this man didn't sleep 5-6 hours in 48 hours. And he was still sharp. He was chatting and he would be jealous. But that is the man we have.
Yeah.
It's not like we need something. What we need is Gambia Nyato. Because we see in Hussein somebody who can take the Gambia where we want it to go.
Yeah.
UDP call Yole long and Leman Yakan for Purka Mol Liman Yandila. Sasa Hulde Wayahana held. So the meant to Burka Mol Hakilo Tia, Kamolu Jikela Tendi, Kamolu Hani Alkana Mo Dankum. You have the best leader, the most qualified, the most experienced, the most tested, and the most straightforward and with enormous integrity. There is nobody on the political spectrum in the Gambia who can boast better credentials. But you cannot be better than that. You cannot do better than Hussein.
For 30 years, I've been opposition fighting, ya butele, ya lipa, ya tocho, ya cool bekala. But Hanu, I've been gelela drong. Akafo en nenteni kunga yamfate duniani lakra. Then after that, ala public life, it goes back to around 1972. For 50 years, he was practicing law. In an accused of any issues of competence, integrity, or dishonesty. 50 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
50 years. Sanjita Lulu. Ibe public domain. Ibe law practice la mo neneme accused of any impropriety, misbehavior, misstatement, or any type of dishonesty.
And Lare, so, this gentleman was in government for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2.5 years. Whereas so what else do we need in the Gambia? el hajo lo ngai Gambia kan ni yake being komata na close in la because UDP ndingolo nyenta proud la nyenta sanyo wulin la usen la kola
tonya
musu to mi yalo ko si jikino wala ko ta sita sama Gambia be nyafitale e ba ko sambal ta dami ko nga jemuta nga nyalo sin kumbakan ñu la kunta ya ko mbolo nga nyatulo ka siel 2026 is for UDP inshallah
abaraka bake Dr. Lamin Manneh abaraka bake Uncle Lare Sisay kajadi ata mbal tentol bake alfana alma mela nyato albaka ta ko patiyo alama na jikol ma fala 20 on December 5th being a big celebration na Gambia bondi ñing dinka ba ko no medame nga mo macho presidency shoto ni mbaaw senu ko president lola kafu opposition le ko alteta mala na silo kam ala alfa tambita wala le Gambia nyanda ko president shoto me na diam tarek mo bese pugaru mo bese proud but today ni president di amata mo jamake ko jimele fente fo malo ko president ko kumol même fo ndese ko sedle fonte lola podium to ngof ngam fa ngam nakul tambindi wala le anu ñino Gambia la president bi na diam tarek malole ka dinne mol ma so ala baraka bake for next Monday ala baraka and all the best of luck to you guys. Tomorrow we'll be watching you on Membe Kering. ala baraka bake thank you
ala baraka thank you very much
thank you okay back to the TikTok audience ke ba ngamra konkole local Lare Sisay muta kongola modela ako no do go kasi ebul be pare sama fana yalo sama fana kada Membe Kering anu yalo ñunu fana kata coffee time le fana coffee time kada o fana to le katu round definitely jatol le miti ba kata kam ba al fana ya baraka bake audience also dembo malaite dum memle dembo ngoy yamaro tala le foda tala dembo fata ni ñu yom si ngol katu ñoo sabala ñim platform to
ninkan da kamfani ka fa ni pa ala fo ni le ko kulum cikata ya stay house de londo la ka banko bonde anu pa biyo ya sotol ya exit out the scenario ko boy boyo so dunu cikata dunu kulum cikata stay house de londo la ka banko bonde
ajibe kibaro men fo jam ñu revising code fo mo dole bi je tol be ma woje bawsenu le wo point out ning bawsenu mo point out no afela disaster ket then no nañing revising code fo ala ga ku jaw mane ga mandi gol ga ko keba sito ka fendo je fa dini wolo to buka je yo wala ka ke wala ka
so imaja ay clarify ni jare del mon bla do jate do mon gambe me do bata na gambe dingol mi be tuba bu jawal ni la joni la ko so le yari na de e do la kada mbon kendol do e kada doktan kendol ate baro pa president lo da ya ko fo ko ngolo banko ka
dembo da ngeen ñininka munas la platform munas atabe banku yo because nteka suto balante ko je live wabe Dakar le bare ndeka o je le suto ba di whole night akata on fo suba
Dakar dungil na fa yan kay ko muna ite be siringa la ko be ko e kada fo suba jam iko kayro ko la du ma fa bar gambe do mi be gambe do fa bu ko bala fa wole ba ite mi ko bala jam
on de ngam la America le ngam la wala na time difference be Dakar le
3 years ba
alon gambe ke dara ke gal sukra wala ko
bare ngo ablay baroko alkana akeba sawali kana bori barola silo kande kewa teta sila do ñini nga bene next time ni na kambe yola mi dani ñin duma silo la ngara no mbe kewa la ngay ni mi da campagne yola mbe duma silo dala balo kon kana silo da abo fat sen sabale ko barola silo de borlo ka
itamu siloti itamu polisolti itamu somo be to na tunyata fana ni nente teleto la wai nyanta
baro yalo ke baro la be jaha ako karanna dol bi hani ni so le fi sate wol Moga request e foni comment ke nde boga nde la moderator la kam mol selendi wala la mol kam blemi comme boge sele ban ye comment ke ni nga ki ren ke selendi le you know mol kam blame wala fay comme boge selendi go baro gay ako karanna la ko hani ni so ni mbara fa go ba dege na baro kam fadal makade te bem balal la le manta mo sele la ko denge because so kutale you know it's 12 midnight here saying you know abaraka ndefa baro nte man fay karana la complex la soto bam bo baro juma ka kana karan baro duni ala bu gagne dunia ni may ala president ya di la mak amad karana di president ya le fare mandu baro mano
I came in for coming the minister is a governor. World Bank, all the countries, the minister like governor. I secretary for the person those who do. But then Gambia la membership, Gambia will contribute to an grant. Almost if you look at it as 7 billion, you know. So Purmo Yafoko, World Bank, what's wrong with that?
No, I become foreign because
the man go the minister for governor. The minister for governor to sit kilo euro $1. Your minister has nothing there. Well,
kada juluta drone nela ko. Well, they are not among the decision. CDK is not among the decision makers. Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's membership London.
Yeah, all countries. I come to go listen. I come to United Nations. You know, you have representatives there. Of course, the 5 permanent members, but Banco, you are represented at the UN. You know.
Africa for Security Council.
No, man, Security Council. No.
So it's African.
But if I'm following Kuru Baro Maninu Baro Kamuele, don't know some governor, Baro for Malo governor rule. I. Uta G nga fo jane konte musical iba fo la drum pick me up. I said already nga nyin don Daniel enko it's late here. I'm not picking anyone up. So I said about ngebe late diam rek then abaraka
one time again ma waatu ko ci olof maa ngi nuyu Gambien si yëpp di nuyu yéen ñi nekk si plateforme si di xeex ngir Gambia def kanam li ma leen di wax rek once again comme man yàgg naa di leen wax ne liñ doon ooyee UDP tur biñ doon ooyee UDP am ñi fi tribalisme biñ doon ooyee UDP dama ne boobu lay ñëwaati tey parce que tey yéen ñëpp du tey sax waaye dégg ngeen suñu parti leader di Ousseynou Dabo lu mu wax mu ne kon moomuñ Gambia soose yi moomuñ Gambia olof moomu Gambia beneen xeet ak beneen muy Sarakule muy Joola muy Bambara muy Balanta mu xeet boo munti nekk muy njaago moomuñ Gambia is one nation bi nga xam ne ñun ñëpp ñoo ko bokk kon political party bi UDP pour Gambia la nekkul pour soose nekkul pour Pël nekkul pour Joola pour Gambia yëpp la kon xanaa léegi kay waa Gambien si soo leen taxawee suma mbokki jigéen ñi ak suma mbokki xale yi suma mbokki youths ñi xanaa léegi kay boo leen demee si benn opposition buy meeting wala benn président buy meeting ku mel ni président Barrow mu taxaw seen gars yi di wax ne soo leen sànnilee UDP dinañ leen deport dinañ leen delloo Guinée dinañ leen delloo Mali dinañ leen delloo Sénégal xanaa war ngeen a toog léegi ngeen xalaataat seen boppa ngeen ne wax boobu waxi kasaw la wax boo xam ne taxawut kon xanaa léegi Ousseynou Dabo leeralal na leen wax ji satalal na leen wax ji kon bëggatuma gis kenn kuy taxaw ne UDP parti soose la UDP du parti soose UDP du musa nekk parti soose ña sos UDP boo ko xoolee joolaayam fa polam fa sooseen fa njaagoon fa séeréeram fa sarahuleen fa balantaan fa xet boo xalaat Gambia mu ngi biir UDP boo leen buggee lu leer xanaa Ousseynou Dabo kon bu fekkoon ne jabaram yi ay soose lañ dinañ ne Ousseynou Dabo kon li ko tuumal ay soose la waaye ndax Ousseynou Dabo balaa politique la waa ji wane boppam bébee yaakaar naa yi nekk a bàyyi ci seet na ñëpp Gambia yéen a ngi nii maa ngi nii fekk jaaxaan naa yi ku bugg rek nga xool suma kaw man Ousseynou Dabo may seen baay dinaa leen jiite emale ñëpp kon ku teg ay jabaram biir këram kenn nekku si soose waaye boo leen déggatee si ñu ooyee parti tribalisme Ousseynou Dabo boo ko war ngeen a taxaw ngay withdraw wax boobu noonu withdraw leen wax boobu wali parti soose la UDP parti soose la dama bëgg a Gambien si ñëpp ngeen withdraw wax boobu noonu dama bëgg a politicien du ko xeexee UDP nga withdraw kàddu boobu dama ne Barrow ak nguuram ñëpp laa wax withdraw leen kàddu bi ngeen dee ooyee UDP tribalism parti la UDP di tribalism parti dama ko waxaat ko parce que saa yu ma duggee si plateforme loolu mooy suma wax bu di xamal ay sakuma dama ne suma seven génération ñëpp la kon man su ma nekkee UDP dignité laa fa gis respect bu nga nit emale ñëpp UDP dañ faa ñëw sax tey te sa démba yaa ngi saaga seen ndey tey la xëy nga ne cross naa kapet maa ngi UDP ñu jël la teg la fii tegu kenn fàtte nañ ne sax yaa leen saagoon gis nga doomi aadama boo xam ne nga waxal ko lu ñaaw tey ëllëg nga xëy dem si moom mu mel mu soog ko saaga mu jël la aj la si kaw koo koy njiit kooku mooy Ousseynou Dabo du fàttaliku ku ko wax lu ñaaw du fàttaliku ku saaga paateem du fàttaliku ku tuutiloo paateem du fàttaliku ku ko tuutiloo moo mu ne ku wax sa wante nga nekk kon su ne demee ba kenn ci yoon nga ñëw nga ne bokk la ak moom daf lay jàpp kon ñi nga xam ne ñooñu foofu la nga leen fekk ñaata ak sa pièce ni ci yéen fii noonu la laa jàppee ngeen am yéen yëpp leen nekk ak war kon mbokki jigéen ñi suma mbokki Gambien si jël leen waxi tribalisme bi nekk UDP jël leen waxi xet bi nekk UDP naan UDP parti soose la jël leen wax boobu ngeen jël ko taxañ ko comme taxañu ngeen gas pax bébu xool ñu ñëpp ñu sii ko fa ñu xam ne UDP ndekete lañ xamutoon tey xam nañ ko UDP Gambia yëpp a ko bokka Ousseynou Dabo leeral na wax bi te fu mun ci taxaw si soobee yàlla dina leeral wax bi dina leeral wax bi kon Gambien si nañ leen ñu tax suñu digal ñu jël UDP jiital ko coono bi nekkee biir Gambia ñun ñëpp xam nañ ko toroxtaange bi nekk Gambia ñun ñëpp xam nañ ko ku waxut ñu nekk si biir nguur bi sax xam nañ ne Gambien si sonn nañ ñoom ñu teyu nag Adama Barrow ñu ngaa indi ñu ngee tàllam sax seen njaboot ci suñ feebaree ñu tukki yóbbu la ñu faju seen school yi doom yi bañ nañ ko ba seen doom yi jàngewul Gambia léegi yéen bàyyi doole yi nga xam ne yéenay fay seen taxi yéenay fay président bi di fay ñi ko toppa di fay ministre si bàyyi seen tax money bàyyi doole xaalis si bàyyi doole yi yéen ñu teg leen faalewuñ leen lijjantewuñ leen bëggu ñoo xam luñ seen ndëkk bëggu ñoo xam luñ seen naxar jooy ngeen oote ngeen wolu ngeen ba sonn Barrow ak nguuram ñu ngi leen jël tegee leen ne faalewuñ leen résilier sax xamuñ si coono bi ngeen nekk bëgguñ koo xam parce que ñoom fi nekk nañ si jàmm kon président bu la woon ne faalewuma la élection si jotee nga war ko ne ñoo la fi tegoon ñoo la fee xooli su bare man du ma koy bugg a wax ñoo la fi tegoon du ma koy bugg a wax parce que Barrow am nguuram xam nañ ne sàcca moo leen teg fañ toog luy ñun Gambien si pour sàlle lu leen teg moo tax Gambien si Barrow du ñu mus a faale parce que Barrow xam na ne Gambien si bugguñ ko sànni luñ ko karta gañewut doole la def ak sàcc mu toog moo koy fàllewul doomi Gambien moom toogu boobu pour moom moo fa teg boppam ak dooleem ak pexeem ak tapaleem looloo leen fa teg kon kooku mënut a faale doomi réew mi li ñoo joor kon buñ demee ba tollu position boobu nag ngay seetaat seen bopp ñu jël élection bii ñu sànni ko Ousseynou Dabo bi ñu la ooyee mbax mag bii nag moo ñoo génnee si pax bi nekk mag bii moo ñoo génnee si guuta bi nekk hey man boo xam ne juróomi at da leen ñaan pour ngeen toog ngeen seetaan ko nañ leen ko jox suñ kàttan ñu seetaan ko si juróomi at bii lan la Ousseynou Dabo di indi Gambie bu booba ragal naa ñu bëri yu ko ne suñu bëggoon ñu teel a jox Fadi yi parce que hey Fadi ñëw pour mu si alal de Fadi pour ñëwut lum yóbbu njabootam de Fadi am na lum yóbbu njabootam jox na njabootam dëggalal na léegi lu ko dese mooy avancé biir Gambie mu génnee coono bi nga xam ne moo tagu si suñ bopp mu génnee jaaxle bi nga xam ne moo nekkoon si suñ kaw kon juróomi at bii mu ñaan nañ leen ko sànnil tata ñu jël paa bi jiital ko long boy si taxaw tey ku nekk ne opposition damaa umbuur ñëpp boo leen ko seetloo seen foofa leen fa teg ak ni ñoo tekkee jee ëllëg ak ni ñoo liggéey ko seen njaboot ëllëg parce que ñooñu ñoo tolloogu teg day xeex pour ñooñu ñëpp ñu ngi taxaw ci seen jamono waxambaane di ut luñ tekkee si kaw suuf si di ut luñ tekkee si kaw Gambien si di ut luñ tekkee si kaw baadoole Gambien si ak taxpayer si kon nañ leen ñu jël young boys yi nga xam ne dañ taxaw ñu ne nguur lañ buggal seen bopp rek lañ buggal seen bopp rek dañoo demal te bés buñ toogoon bu booba la ñoo xam ne ñu ngi naan baro waaye benn buñ ci jiitaloon benn young man ne moo nekk si opposition bi nañ ko sànnil young man bu booba dinañ jooy ba fàtte ba dinañ jooy ba ñu jooy ba ci bana pour mu dugg buñ amaatoon bana sa foo ñu doon gënal ñu teg yoon booy boobu kon dama ne all pa bii nga xam ne coono na fecco nañ ko door nañ ko gis nañ ko jamono ba Yaya Jammeh dañ góor damañu koo jàkkaarloo xanaa fàtte ngeen ne kon pa bii moo taxawoon jàkkaarloo ak Yaya Jammeh xanaa fàtte ngeen ne pa bii moo tegoon ba kanam pour Gambia xanaa fàtte ngeen ñi ko topp ñeneen ñi seen bëkk ni des si ñeneen ñi ba tey ñu ngi feebar ñu ne pour la xanaa jamono boobu bu doon alal rek la kay ñoo ko seen daabo duñ doon di jaay seen bakkan pour Yaya Jammeh pour tikkee ko si benn Gambia kon fan ngeen war a xam ne paa bi dafa taxaw pour si Gambia paa bi dafa bëgg a taxaw pour Gambia liñ ko tuuma liñ ko wóorloo ñu xam ne dafa am tey kon si kóllëre yoo xam ne moo ko tax a taxaw ba léegi pour faithful ba kóllëre si ñi nga xam ne tey jiitu nañ ko yàlla jël na leen pour Gambia su fekk ñu génn si coon ak dictatorship bi nekk yàlla bàyyi ko fi nag ñooñu won ko ne dimbale ñu nga jàppale ñu nga jiite bul musa bàyyi bul musa tayyi pour nga génnee Gambia si coono bi nekk pour nga prouver ni li taxoon ñun ñëpp tey ñu jaay fi suñu bakkan da yàlla jël suñu bakkan si lii ba ñeneen ñi ñu feebar si ba dee ba tey ñeneen ñi mënaluñ seen bopp kon nañ leen ñu jël réew mi ñu xam ne paa bi dafa am lu ko fa teg kóllëre ak faithful mission loolu moo ko fa teg ñu seenam bii mu bëgg a compli pour woon Gambia si ñëwutoon pour ut dara ñëwutoon pour lekk alali Gambia dafa ñëw pour nëccal nam ñu nëccalee si Yaya Jammeh moo tax ba léegi noppaleku bugg naa tey mu toog benn juróomi at mu woon Gambien si ne dëkk bii man maay ku ko suqali man maay ku ko génne si coono man maay ku ko génne si biir buuta man maay ku ko génne si biir pax looloo tax ma xeex ba am réew mi 5 years ragal naa 5 years bi ba Gambien si taxaw na ko yaa ñaan nañ la Baba Ousseynou bul bàyyi continuer xamuñu woon ne yow yaa taxawoon pour génnee Gambie ndeke lañ doon wax yëpp amut te nga boobu la bugg a teg si taabul bi kon nañ leen ko may caan ni sànniñ ko élection bii di ñëw 2026 bii ñun jigéen ñi ñun ñooy sonn ñun ñooy toro ñun la suñ doom yi di taw suñu amoon guddee bëccëg amul ñun jàngee suñ feebaree ñun daw lopitaan ak lopitaan amul garab amul natin xool ngeen léegi lopitaan dangaa dem sax nga am extrait ñu ne la jëlal sa caméra mobile bi nga vidéo sa bopp nga nekkal extrait bi nga jël nekkal vidéo boobu sa téléphone bi moom ngaa dem photocopie di ko wone am na suñ mbokk bu feebar fan yii rek mu def.
Okay. Now I said you call us guy. Yeah.
ñu ne ko demal nga jëndi bati kon mbokk yi ngeen xam ne suñ lopitaan bi li fa nekk daw na yaram soo déggee lopitaan ñëpp war na noo ñàkk courant da des lopitaan parce que ñu bari ñu si oxygène ñu bari ñu si ay machine ñu leen xale ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi war a am dialysis ñooñu ñëpp tey mënuñoo am lu bëccëg si biir lopitaan yi Gambie suñ njaboot ñu leen di tëdd feebar soo leen gisee liñ génnee si suñ lopitaan bi nit ñaa ngi lal si suuf dangaa feebar sax nga dem lopitaan nga jëlee fa feebar boo xam ne yóbbuwaale wuloo loolu yëpp si la ñàkk a sakal suñ lopitaan amul dara ba pare ngeen boole ko lopitaan bu tilim amul ndox amul dara te ndoxay sakal ndox sax mënu ko am si biir lopitaan suñ mbokk yaa ngee dee suba ngoon guddee bëccëg soo demee si lopitaan bi nit ñaa ngi lal si suuf ku jëlee bopp bu metti nga dem Banjul hospital ou any hospital si Gambie nga jëlee fa feebar bi oto bi nga yóbbu woon yëpp si la ñàkk a set bactéria lu nekk mu ngi fasaaroo si suñ lopitaan président bi faalewuñu nguur bi faalewuñu ministre of health faalewuñu parce que ñoom am nañ good care bi nga xam ne ñoom seen wér bu yaram mun nañ ko seen fu leen nekkee fii tamit dem Sénégal soo gisee président bi jël yaayam yóbbu ko ba Sénégal mu
ok njaarama baraka Aïssatou thank you yeah
ñu jël suñu kàttay jox ko Ousseynou Sabo ñu may paa bi 5 years ñu seet Gambia fan la moo toll
baraka jërëjëf ngay njaarama Aïssatou wax nga yëpp amuloo morom kontaan naa si sa wax bi ñu bari kontaan nañ si waaye fii la ñu emale programme yi beneen yoon good enough is past midnight right now. It's right now the 30th of June 2026 Tuesday the 30th of June, early hours of the morning in the UK. It's past 1 a.m. in most parts of Europe, and Kevawolia is almost, I think it should be 2 a.m. there right now in Finland. So Mbalbe Tentola Bakem Baljayla. Just reminder, UK chapter will be hosting the diaspora fundraising on the 26th of September and gas chapter on the 3rd of October. Just reminder, ticket will be Wafikon, £45 now. 40 pounds now, ticket all. London branch starter ticket all Wafi. Thank you to our folks in London. £45 bundato. Gas chapter tamu, it will have 40 Swiss franc leti. The ticket all 46 franc is on their flyer. So you may put for the next stop here will be had August Fanambenda 30th year anniversary, celebrate a big celebration of the Gambia. 30 by 30 Fanamba Joe Kane, Molde 30 by 30 Joe, commemorating UDP 30 year anniversary. But the next major fundraiser outside the jurisdiction of Gambia, or UK, inshallah, all of you are welcome. Asobil Wafirolu, Ninga Kusano Sotoje, Mbafolali, because Molde Karola Asobila, Karola Asobi Menyanta Sam. So thank you so much. On that note, for summer, inshallah, we will be having a current affairs show tomorrow evening on YouTube Live. Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Good night, Ablai. Now maybe that don't regular platform to say. Oh, I'm going in Paraguay with Drokan. So you got extra time now.
No, now they're going for penalties.
Penalties. Okay, what I'm gonna OGB. Okay, bye.